coming good, coming bad. How you guys are doing? We just hit 253 subs. I swear to God, I don't even do sub for sub. This is no lie. This is legit no lie. I appreciate you guys for the support, man, so much. I really do appreciate you guys. Who's first up in the stream? Up in the stream. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hold on, we will get up in the first game after I've just made sure the music gone out. Alfie, please sub back here, sure. I don't do it that much because I've gone off sub for sub, but a bit, but sometimes I will still do it, but not that much. I do appreciate that though. I do appreciate you subbing to me though, I really do. I've subbed back this once. 254, one away from 255. Sub please my account. I have. I just sub, bro. Bro, we're one away from 255. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it, brother. Up on the first game of the stream. Let's go, let's go, let's go. $254 subs. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Do you have fun coming through already? Also, let's go, let's go, let's go. What am I a bot though? That's the thing. I ain't a bot. But do you mean I'm a bot? 1v1 me then, bro. Like, write here in a video if you think I'm a bot, 1v1 me. Like, actually do. I ain't even kidding. You suck ass, yeah, 1v1 me, kid. Like, actually 1v1 me after, like, tomorrow, when I get back from school, or like, after tomorrow's stream or something, 1v1 me. Like, so, I ain't even lying, actually 1v1 me. I ain't trash. I actually ain't trash. You upload the same videos and you make them worse? What do you mean? What do you mean I upload the same videos? No, I don't. I upload the same clips more than once by accident sometimes because I forget what I've been uploading. And how do I make them worse? Bro, you're just gonna get banned in a minute. At least like the stream, come on. You use old footage, yeah, right. I do know I shut up, kid. After today's stream, 1v1 me if you think I'm a bot, kid. Like, I ain't even lying, you can 1v1 me. Bro, I'm getting shot in the back. Ah. Because the editing sucks. Does my editing suck, bro? But that's only because I edit through PlayStation.
Alfie.
If I didn't edit through PlayStation, then
Alfie.
Then it wouldn't be bad. But yeah.
Alfie.
What?
I found a sick ball. Do you want to use it?
Go away.
Do you want to use it?
Maybe go away.
I'll see you.
But you're just gonna get banned. Anything at all, I can't put up with people like you. I really can't. But I swear to God, he was only in my stream to be toxic. Like you don't need to let me know that my videos are bad unless you actually want me to improve them, so you will watch them. Like, you ain't gonna watch them anyway, so like, why do you even care, honestly? Sub trade? What is the sub trade again? If you sub to me, I'll sub back, but yeah. I may sub back. Not always, but sometimes I do. If you want me to sub back, I will. Right, I'm 255. Let's go. Okay, I'm subbing. Right, bro. I've subbed to you. I've dropped you a sub. If you guys sub on 3 different accounts, you get mod. Make sure to watch the stream as well. That fuzzy llama place has to be toxic. Like and comment on my recent video. I will summon 2 accounts. Okay. If you don't summon 2 accounts, then I won't. Then I'll unlike the video and I'll delete the comment. Is it the one called free codes? I'll just comment on that one. I'll comment nice video. But then I want to see them. 2 accounts I've liked. I want to see that 257 subscribers. 256. 1 more sub. Ready up already? What do you mean ready up already? Okay, I'm gonna ready up now. Why are people disliking the stream, man? Please don't dislike. Boy, it's coming up. Like the stream again, please. Because, like, some people are disliking the stream. Please don't do that. I would really appreciate it if you didn't dislike the stream. 257, let's go. Your breath is heavy, fine. I'll take the mic away. Just ask me to take the mic away from my mouth and I will. You don't need to upset me by going your breath is heavy, because that just makes me sad when people say that. Just like the stream. Bro, that's my dog barking. I'm just gonna 4 people up in the stream. What is up, guys? Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm gonna just shut my door because my dog's barking. barking because somebody's knocking on the door, like someone's putting ordered pizza or something. Or real something, I don't know. Look, the stream on 4 different accounts, nice. But in a second we've gone from 2 dislikes and 2 likes to 6 likes on 1 dislike. That's just great. I love you guys. You guys are the best, man. We haven't even been streaming for 10 minutes, I don't think. Exactly 10 minutes. And we already have 6 likes and 1 dislike. Oh, well, 1 dislike is the only bad thing about the stream, but the rest... Man, I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. Not in a bad way. I just like you guys as in you're really nice to me. Make sure to subscribe everybody up in the stream, get more people up in the stream. I grow my channel with no suffers up and that isn't all I no more. I don't do that anymore. You are good at Fortnite because you have a black knight skin. You appreciate that one. I was so low. I don't know why I didn't think about building. Make sure to like up the stream. We have 3 viewers right now. Let's go. Make sure to subscribe as well. Right, I'm gonna leave, get into another game. I will be playing with subs at about 9 o'clock UK time in 15 minutes. Be right back here. Make sure you come back in the stream though, bro. If you do, that would be really appreciated. I'll probably be streaming until about 10 o'clock, so that means an hour of playing with subs. Add this kid name. How come we have a load of dislikes on the stream? Just saying. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Guys, don't dislike the stream, please. Like the stream. Like the stream. That's all I want. And also subscribe. We're only 3 subs away from 260. Ready up? Yeah, sure. If you guys want to play, just add my epic. It's AK Grantley. I will edit the stream and put it in my description. Write the description. Well guys, AK currently is my epic, it's down below. The stream has a bit of a stream so far, except already we have 4 dislikes and 5 likes. At least you have more likes than dislikes, that's something good. Well, let's get straight into another game, guys. $258, let's go stream with 2 off 260. Let's get there on today's stream. Make sure to like the stream, everybody. If we can get to 275 by today's stream, we'll go for 200. We're 1 away from 260. Make sure to stay subbed, everybody. Once we get to 300, then I will be doing face cam and green screen. I have a green screen and a face cam. I just ain't gonna use them until we get to 300. Come on, boys, we can get there. We can get there, chat. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe. And if there's still people in the stream that have unliked, have disliked the stream, then don't dislike it, like it, bro. Because I do know we have quite a couple of dislikes. Started off well, but now it's going to be worse. Bro, we took a lot in chat. We took a lot. I got shot in the back. Let's do duos, Phil. Hold on. Alright guys, we're gonna do random duos on PC. We ain't actually gonna play PC, but we're gonna get into PC plays games. Just so we can get more people with mics. We're still not gonna get every game with people with mics obviously, but we are gonna get a lot more. And we'll just say that for a fact. But we just lost this, that was what I'm saying. Hello, you got a mic? Chat, how many subs are we up? We're still at 258, but like pretty much about to hit 260. We only started uploading like 2-3 months ago as well. I've had my channel longer than that, but I didn't actually start getting subscribers until 2 months ago because I didn't upload it. Hopefully we can go and get 1,000 by like next month or something. That'll be lit. Cause they're getting about like 200 subscribers a week now, pretty much. Well, except I'm only gonna gain like 2 or 3 like next week, cause I'll be on holiday. But yeah, I gain about 25 or something a day. 25, 24, stuff like that. Chat. You got a mic, bruh? If you have got a mic, just plug it in and then talk. Oh bro, I just fell on the lava. No. Nice teammate. Right, I'm already on 35. I didn't even realize. Hold on, I'm just reading my chat too, mate.
Oh. You can watch the scrims on Fortnite now, you know.
What?
You can watch the scrims on Fortnite.
What scrims?
Yeah, Fortnite scrims, live scrims.
What, the woke up?
Yeah. You can click
Hold
on
on,
to
let
it
me
in
go
the
check.
lobby, you can watch it out.
Go on. It's me. What are you doing, bro? You doing good? Try to get more people up in the stream as you can. This guy's at AFK right now. Do we have a galaxy pickaxe? I've only just realised. Try to get more people up in the stream if you can, would really be appreciated. I lost my mic. Okay. My Epic Games is in the description if you want to add me. Can I get more people up in the stream as well? I'll try, yeah, please. Please, please, please. Bro, we lost a subscriber as well, that's sad. Oh no, I thought we were gonna die, That track gone now, yep. What's up with all the 3 people up in the stream? How you guys doing, man? Let me know how you guys are doing down below in the chat. I'm going over to it. I'm going over to an upstart. I'm right here now. But he's one hit, man. I know his shield's low. He's healing up to me. Sorry, bye, man. No, it's fine, dude. It's fine, you good. You helped me out a lot today, so I really appreciate you. Can I join you? Sure. What was your haven't played with you in a while, Cruiser. It was only today when my YouTube got unbanned. I found out that it got banned for a week. I really don't know why. Like, I think I got an email about something. I think it was sub for sub, that's why I don't do it no more. Because I got banned for doing that, I think. Get bigger, come here. Yeah, I have a stroke. What, right now? Or did you have a stroke? Yeah, have this game off with you. Hi, how you doing, man? Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 275. We ain't too far away. Hopefully you can't see us here. Make sure to subscribe and let me know when you have done it. Bro, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I'm a dead man. We just hide. I'm from.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Says on keyboard and mouse for me.
Yeah, because I'm playing on PC servers. I only do that because it warms me up a lot more.
What, so you plugged your keyboard and mouse in, went into a game and put your controller on?
Yeah.
Cool.
So what, did you get a strike then?
I don't know, sub live stream, I guess. But guess what? I would have had like 200 views on the video though.
How many subscribers you got now?
143, I think.
Oh, nice. I'm on the road to 275.
Tomorrow I might be on strike and I'll do road to 150 and then road to 125.
Yeah, do like, I'd say do road to do what I did, because I streamed it earlier, but I delete my streams after I do them now in case there's something wrong with them, so I don't get a strike again. And what I did in my stream earlier, I called it road to 250, and now that I've got that, I'm road to 275. So you go for it.
You delete your streams after you make them?
Yeah, just in case there's like something wrong with them that could get me a second strike or something. Because if I get 3 strikes in 3 months, then my channel's deleted for good. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. I thought my channel was deleted. If you get 2 strikes, you get the
you can't stream for 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, man. As soon as I found out it was because of that, I just felt a lot better, because I thought that my channel was banned for good. That's why that day I couldn't stream. Do you remember when I couldn't stream that day? And I kept saying like, why couldn't I stream?
Did it say hold on. Did it say when you started it, did it say cannot connect to the server?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. It's what happened to me.
Did you leave a like on my stream, by the way? Because for some reason it's got like 4 dislikes. I ain't sure why that
I
is.
left a like. You're on 6 likes and 4 dislikes. No,
7 likes. 7 likes and 4 dislikes.
The stream that got me a strike, I got 17 likes and 15 dislikes, I think it was. Yeah, well, I 17 likes on it.
When did you get a strike, like last week?
Yeah, last Saturday.
Oh bro, like I'm so bad. How did I not kill him? He was body solo. 5 HP. That's upsetting. Right, do you wanna play duos?
Yeah.
Do you mind if you turn my stream down a bit? Cause I can echo.
Yeah. 1v1 build battle crap, you uploaded that today and it's already got 11 views.
Yeah.
One of my, like, not one of my mates, but a person that I know, he makes a video and he's instantly got like 60 views on it.
How many subscribers does he have?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Is Dad going to bed? Actually.
Right, I wanna take. Do you want me to take the mouse and keyboard out? So.
Yeah.
Alright,
Be
take
nice.
it. Right. It should just load in a minute. And says that I'm in keyboard and mouse. For some reason it says I still am, so it might put us in PC service for one game and then it'll put us on controller for the next game.
Maybe, yeah.
I swear to God, like people think like most of my subs are from sub for sub, like because but most of my subscribers are just 'cause like I'm uploading every day and
Yeah.
just yeah. People think I'm like getting subscribers like that, but I'm actually getting subscribers properly.
That's what Joe does, really. Sometimes. Not like all of the time, but sometimes he like does stuff. Like, not all the time, but most of the time he's like telling me to do sub for sub and do sub for sub live streams. But
I think do you know the other guy we play with? I forgot his name. His name's like Top Trunk or something. Yeah, do you remember him? Top Trunk.
Top
The-
Chapuk. Top
Yeah.
Chapuk.
Yeah. He got a strike as well.
Yeah, I know.
He told me.
We both got a strike at the same time because we
And then I got a strike the day before that. How do I get a strike before you two though? That's a question. We were all doing sub for sub on the same day, so.
Cash money. I think there's people landing on you. We're not on you. I'm dead.
I'm going over. Ah, rip.
It picks up the deagle as soon as I die. As soon as I die, I randomly pick up the deagle even though I spam squirrel on it.
That's annoying. I need to change my name on my stream again. Because it was called Ren and Duos.
The worst part about getting a strike is if you get it on like a Monday afternoon or something, you have it on a school day.
Yeah, so you can't stream straight away.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, I'm just gonna select game mode and join you back because it keeps saying we're on PC. Alright, invite me. There we go. Right. I'm just gonna quickly play the song that I played in my Build Battle live streams. I love that song, but it's a non-copyright song. That's a good part.
Go Diana.
What?
Try go Diana. So then we can maybe get it. Most people go different.
One for me, one for me. You said it's all enough. I don't think I'll ever be dead. Can forgive, I forgive what you did. And I drove you away with my emotions. Some people on me, but if I die, I die, I don't really care. It's at the end of the world. Oh, where is this kid? This guy's been trying for what, dude?
He's weak, he's really weak, I hit him for 62 and then 38.
I'm so trash right now, I haven't played in a while. I'm 42 subscribers away from 300. gonna play this other song now.
Still alive after all those years. This is of interest to many scientists. What has kept it alive for so long? Rushkoff and his team were determined to find out. Experiments began. Suggesting that massive expansion may have potential any rodents. Oh no, Rushkoff.
Yo, my controller's dead. I just need to get a charger real quick. Yo, I'm back. I just dodged somebody's pickaxe because it's getting a charger. Take my horse in the whole town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Got the horses in the back. Just to do the track. Tell me nothing. Nothing. Tell me nothing. Nobody tell me nothing, and never tell me nothing. Tell me nothing, tell me nothing. Take my road, the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my road till no, you missed it.
Town, living like a rock star, spending a lot of money on my brand new guitar. And it's got a habit, diamond rings and Fendi sports bras. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports. Just up through all that. I'm like my girl, man, so I keep going back. Wish I could roll on back to that old town road. I wanna ride till I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna take my road.
nose in the whole town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my nose in the whole town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Finish it. Here it is. Nice. You just did a challenge for me that I party assisted. Really do appreciate it. I thought that was someone.
Hello, Johnny. You see that?
Nice.
Oh my god.
You're like one of the best players like I've ever played with ever. There is some lie. So you're gonna be streaming tomorrow then?
Yeah, if I can stream it. I think I get it off. I think I can stream it. It's a bit distracting. I don't actually know. But I think I got striked off Monday or something like that.
Right in chat, guys. Back, how you doing, man?
I'm getting shot from everywhere. I don't think he's there. Lucky dude, lucky dude, lucky dude, lucky dude, lucky dude, I'm gone, boy. I'm gone, I'm good. I don't even care about shit anymore. I'm not about
But you might be able to stay alive here. If you pop the bandages and then launch pad, you might be able to.
got 2 bandies.
360. Yeah.
That's actually pretty decent.
But we just lost another sub, man.
No, I keep losing stuff.
We need 43 more for 300. I reckon we could do it by the end of the week. Except I'm going.
57 to get to 200.
Except I'm going on holiday on Friday again, so.
I'm actually pretty decent shot. But
Okay, here's the plan. This is She said I drove her away with my emotions. Can't take the pain anymore. I'm feeling hopeless. In my head, she said it's all in my head, but it's not. I think I'd rather be dead, be dead. Yeah, but forget what you did. I don't even know why I tried. You did me wrong and I can't forget that. Tell me what you want, I know it's a lie. You know my heart and you cannot fix that. You can't erase what you've done to me. Certainly, all you do is burden me. It's hurting deep. Our past is like a blur to me. It's hard to see. Look what you have done to me. What you want from me? What you want from me?
Oh my god, if you get hit once per RPG, you're dead. Finish him because he might shield. Or match. I get that wood. Yes. Got this Maurice quick.
But tragically, the bright promise of one is gone far too soon. Let's take a look at the nominees. Here are the nominees for favorite soul.
Is it above you, I think?
Khalid, American
That was his first kill. Pretty good.
I'm gonna get off for it.
Alright.
Alright, see you tomorrow, man.
See ya.
I'm gonna get off for it.
Alright, see you tomorrow, bro.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, bro.
Can I get some duos in?
Yeah, I'm just live streaming right now. How many subscribers you got, by the way?
I like 130 something, cause you know I'm a bad YouTuber, man. So I'm saying, do I know you in real life?
What?
Do I know you in real life?
Do you know me properly? No, you don't.
Yeah.
You only know me through like the Fortnite thing and the YouTube thing.
Right, okay. It's just cause I'm not sure if I actually know you or what. Okay, that's fine. Alright, got you. Yeah, how's your day been?
Been doing good. I finally got back. I've having a stroke. Had a stroke for a week. That was sad.
How come?
I think it's for sub.
What exactly is a stroke?
A stroke. It's where like you can't stream or upload videos for a week. And
I thought you said a stroke. I was gonna say, how come you're on a strike?
Because I think it's for sub.
Huh. I'm so excited for the end of the month. Because I'm buying the Fortnite Xbox One, the purple one. I used to have an Xbox 360 and it blew up on my first 3 weeks of having it. So, you know, this was like 6 years ago when I was like 8. How old are you? I'm 14.
I'm 13.
I sound like I'm 10.
I sound like I'm 5 apparently, that people say.
Is your channel child friendly?
Yeah.
So, you know, I have my odd swear word. You know, but you know, I just try to like if you meet me in real life, I swear a lot. So it's like on the stream, I'm a completely different person.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I swear a lot.
But like, well, when I get more subs, I'm gonna try and bring a lot more of like adult humor into my channel. You know?
Yeah, I got what you mean.
And yeah, so in a few weeks, I'm gonna do my unboxing video of me opening the Xbox One S. Cause I've got like £30 and I'm selling my brand new Razer keyboard and mouse that I don't use.
Yeah, I seen your 20 kill squads video. I commented on that. I commented nice video or something.
Yeah, I made it in a new video.
But I'm dead. I don't have a weapon. This guy's gonna kill me.
I'm pushing you now.
GG.
What will you do? He's got a combat. Right, I'm probably
he has
dead.
a combat. I don't have a gun.
But your name's Alfie, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go. I'll do it for you.
Okay, you might die, but you're not like really dead. Like you're not definitely dead. He wasn't that good. If I got my reboot card, it's only that. Right. He wasn't that good.
Well, I'm lagging. I'm over 200 ping. Let's go, boys.
What server do you play on?
Europe.
Same. I don't know why you're lagging then. You gotta play Europe.
Bad Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Peek me, boy. Yeah, I've like changed to left stick. I started building pro at the start of last season. So you know, I don't think I'm too bad.
I started build pro in season 4. Came out in season 3. I started in 4.
What? Yeah, I used to be in combat pro. If I go in combat pro now, I struggle to do I just struggle to build. Do you know 1v1?
Yeah, sure. I can't do combat pro anymore. Been ages.
Yeah. I really need someone to leave me a donor on my stream. Reason being, right, so someone needs to go to my channel, click about and click donation, so I can get £5 and 51 pence, so then I can buy a YouTube banner of this guy. Like, he makes them really good. and I have to pay him through PayPal. I'm knackered. Right. Do you wanna go put it on creative? I've got a Black Island map.
You
It's quite
literally
cool.
play way more than me, and you're only level 37.
Only level 37, yeah, because
Who's that in the background?
You play way
My
more
brother.
than I do.
How old's he?
13.
Wait, are you twins?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a twin, but they died.
Okay.
Your mic's echoing a bit.
What?
Your mic's echoing.
I can't
I
hear
can hear
you.
myself really loudly.
Your mic keeps cutting out.
Mine?
Okay.
Oh, one viewer. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're having a great day. If you want to leave a donation, feel free. You know, I'm quite poor. Oh, I just can't wait to get my Xbox. But I just got to save up. And I've worked out if I approximately somehow earn £25 a week, then I can
I
get...
left the lock on your stream.
Where's my controller,
Right.
bro?
Oh, it's you. Yeah, man. Right, come here, come here.
Yeah.
Come on, OG v OG. Let's go. Right. I
Who's
did
the
have
one who's
cozies
up
and minis. I built this the other day.
Look on him.
Did you like my latest video?
Yeah, I've seen that. That's good. Right, what weapons?
Literally, I'm just doing AR, shotgun, sniper. You can do the
Shotgun.
same if you want.
Shotgun sniper.
Yeah, and then take 25 traps. You get one under your ramp.
Alright.
I'm not so good because when I'm at my mum's house, my Wi-Fi's really bad. Right, you'll have traps under your ramp. You'll get 25. They respawn every 1 minute.
Oh yeah,
Ready?
I got him.
I've just messed up. Yeah, I
Same.
haven't really played. And I'll be honest, this last week I've not really played. I'm so bad. What is it?
So close. I was trying to trap Kui.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna track you and I realised I didn't have a thing.
Right, Conan, break it down.
Wait. Oh, right. That's why. Okay. Right.
Accidentally shot. Bro. Bro, why am I... Bro, that was such a bad battle. I don't know why I was playing so bad then. I couldn't even do a 90, I was like, what?
Headache. So I'm just gonna grab some more traps whilst I can. There we go. Right, I wouldn't die again. It's just funny to annoy people sometimes with that. Yeah, I've been trying like phase waste tactics out this morning, though, when I was having a You were so lucky then. I'm not even gonna lie, that was lucky you placed that.
Whoa! You're clapping me right now, I'm playing trash. It's 3-0.
I'm just going to put more points up.
Right, can we use like different weapons now?
I'll change my AR.
Yes, let's use shotgun and AR.
To shotgun AR?
Yeah.
What, playing Fortnite at the same time?
Right, hopefully I can clap you.
Only got added recently.
I need to go.
Just Ben. Just Ben.
I don't think it's played against but
There we go, man. These are actually decent this round.
I do.
Bap. I know you just bought me twice.
Then click square. Don't forget. Click down. Click square.
Oh no.
Is that the
Ah no.
Stop it now.
I was so bad then, GG.
Same, I was.
Stop.
I'm just like overall bad at this game. And even know why.
Yeah, so
I'm decent, but it seems you're better than me.
apparently I wasn't some team. Oh, is that you? Like in that thing where it says shout outs, is that you?
Yeah, that is me.
That just doesn't seem like I wouldn't imagine you to look like that.
I just won.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm an ugly kid, bro. That's what they say at school.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I am.
Do you ever get any hate comments?
What, hate comments on YouTube?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I get do you have like any mental issues or anything? I do. I have a lot.
What do you mean?
Like anxiety, depression, them kind of things, man.
What, like anger problems or like?
I wouldn't really say that, would it? That counts, if I'm honest. I think it does anyway.
I have anger problems, and that's like the only thing I have. I actually hit you then as well, but I was too close to Chef. I didn't even know. Hold on, can we just restart it? I'm just going to wash my hands because they're so sweaty. Because I've been like streaming for a while now. You beat me that round. Let's restart as well.
What? It's a no scope. I'm live. Vapor! How's it going? Feel free to spam my chat if you want. You still got mods. How's your day going, Tango? Vapor Tango.
Right, restart the points, make it 0-0.
Yeah. So like I get like, right, do you want me to read out some of the main comments I get?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, and I have depression and anxiety, so it doesn't make me feel the best. I'm just gonna find them. I don't know if I can get them up, but I'll try.
Hey, I'll shot you. How to store your traps, I don't know.
Bro, this was in my in my recommended, and you're shit. You're shit. They're all easy snipes or simple shotgun shots with even a few with no weapons. This video was trash. And then they put me a kissing emoji. Then I get people call me bot.
But do you want? But do you want me to read Do you want me to read what somebody wrote in my chat earlier?
Yeah, if you want.
But why do you?
Yeah, my day's been alright, so man.
But
yeah, sorry.
Why do you use the same clips? Your clips are so shit. And then I went 1v1 me, and then he just left the stream. He's probably scared.
Right, you ready? I've got shotgun AR and a flinty. Flintlock.
I don't have a flintlock, but oh well. Oh bro, you're gonna beat me this round.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. I'm so lit. There's no way I'm beating you. Bro, why did that just make my...
Whoa, your mic's like echoing, it's really loud again. Oh, it's fine now.
Yeah, it's just something to do like with my controller, like the controller bit on my mic. It's like it's kind of broken, and every now and again it does that. Bye. But I have like high ground sort of.
Worth a try. Yeah, make sure everyone likes the stream, and I need money to get a YouTube banner, so feel free to go to my channel, click about, and then click donate in blue. It means a lot. Never had a donor yet.
No!
Oh, I didn't mean to hit you! I randomly shot and I was going to pull my shotgun out and accidentally hit you. What? Oh, that was mad.
Wait, hold on, I'm just... A new subscriber? Was you not subscribed to me? It just says you've came up as a new subscriber.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was definitely subscribed to you, so I don't know why I'm not. Oh, that's why. Because I unsub to loads of people. They're like, I don't watch anymore. Yeah, you just
No.
Right, how long have you been doing YouTube for?
About 2 months
I've been doing YouTube since March.
You're just self-promoting your chat, it just says that I'm live. I'm gonna check out his live.
Who?
This person in your chat, he just wrote I'm live.
Oh, Vapor, he's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, or her, I don't know if it's he or she.
I'm gonna have a look at that shot you just hit on me.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hit it.
Yeah, hold on.
Did you see it?
Hold on.
Right.
How long ago was it? About a minute ago.
Let me go back. About 90 seconds ago. Let's get a no scope. I'll try no scoping you.
Hold on, don't shoot. Don't shoot, I'm just gonna watch this. I'm just gonna box myself. Don't kill me.
I'm on. Can I show you something? Look at this quick. Yeah? Do you see I've got you in a box, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, then watch this. Right, you see I've just done this edit?
Yeah.
Right, watch. When I reset, I'm in here.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing to do, because then the enemy doesn't expect it. Bro, that was sick.
Did you see I didn't even mean to. That was a funny thing.
Bro.
Right. Come out this box.
How many likes have I got on my stream? 7 likes. I got 4 dislikes because somebody made 4 new accounts and disliked.
Yeah, I get that. I only get like this one person who dislikes all my videos. It's the point. It's just sad.
Bro, stop moving over me, please. Don't do it again.
Was that closed?
I don't know. I couldn't even see the
That was
bullet.
a no scope.
Bro, why did that do that?
I'm at 1 HP! Ha!
Oh no, oh no. If I die...
Look, I'm the one at 1 HP and you're hiding.
I know I did. Right, wrong one.
I was AFK.
Yeah, 1-1.
Does that really count? I was AFK.
Yeah, because then that won't be fair because you was 1 HP anyway. So it's 1-1. Right, 2-1 to me.
I don't know. Because before I had to respawn you were dead.
It's 2-1 to me. Wait, hold on, let me hit you once. You hit me once. Ah, there we go, come on. Bro, but what was that lag? I just had a massive lag strike. Oh no! Oh no! You are someone. You.
Oh, is that good or what?
You are the trick shotting king. Don't hit enough one on me, please.
Wait, what health are you on?
90.
Oh, I can't kill you, I don't think. Unless it's a headshot.
You can kill me with a hunting rifle.
Wait, you're on exactly 90 health?
Yes.
Right, I can kill you then in one shot.
Don't. Don't.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not even up to low down.
People say my 90s are trash when my 90s are actually so fast. I can go from being low ground to high ground in a second. And that's no lie, I actually can.
Hi. Peeky boy, peeky.
Alright, Titi. Bro, you're just way better than me, it's obviously shown now. After this one more round, I'm probably gonna go off and get some food, it's 2-2. Alright.
Build out of wood.
Alright. But is that even allowed?
It's just worth a try. I want to give you a chance to get that high ground.
Like, but my apparently really good 90s are messing up. I don't know why it keeps building over me like that. No, that's you building over me.
Lagging.
Bro, look, he's on the high ground. Ah, bro, I tried to trap you in a cone.
My internet is just so bad. Come on, bro. Why is it internet? Shit!
My guns weren't reloaded.
Bro, if you hit me again, I'm gonna call you the best trick shot ever. Nah! Alright, I'm probably gonna go off get some food now. And then I'm gonna leave my stream on but watch the World Cup.
Right, see you.
See you, man. I'll play with you tomorrow if you want.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know if you're down.
Yeah, that's fine by me. Hit some duos up, maybe get a video.
Yeah.
Or duo squads. Alright, see you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yo, before you go, you still there?
Yeah.
I also have I also made a deal that I'm gonna play with someone else tomorrow, and he's a season 1 player. He's like really good. He has about nearly the same subscribers as you, and
Yeah.
do you wanna all play squads? Because he's pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then we'll get some dubs. Right, see ya.
I mean, it's, sorry, name on the screen threw me off for a second. See if you spot it at some point. 43 players left. Anyway, eliminations like that, you got to feel good about it too, because it's almost low effort, because you have players that you're not putting yourself in line of sight. You're just dropping the zone damage down below. You have to letting them fight it out inside. And East with 1 hour and 44 minutes left.
As you saw, one of the most incredible gamers out there, Yogurt Fart, in this lobby.
I think we're 14, Jack. I think honestly, sometimes our maturity level shows.
Like, for real. Like, can
Epic,
you just address this for a second?
From the bottom of my heart, Epic, please.
No, this is nothing to do. Epic,
I'm sorry.
This needs to be discussed. How do you decide your name's gonna be Yogurt Fart? Like where does it come in? Don't you want to, like, everyone else out there is TTV, they want to get their clout up, and then it's like, hey, yeah, add my Epic. My name's Yogurt Fart.
I think we've lost Jack, everybody. My deepest apologies for Nando beaming Yeti out of the sky in the rotation in. Second elimination, 19 points total. Down below, Yogurt Fart still crawling around underneath. Jack trying his hardest to hold it together.
Yo play or Dannon?
Jack?
It's right now, Fernando is keeping the high ground at the moment. Trying to make sure no one can push towards this backside of the zone.
Production not helping with this joke at all in the slightest. Confirm that it's Danimals in our ears. Jack's still trying his hardest.
We're good.
Sincerely, my deepest apologies.
DMO. I actually saw an interview and with DMO. It's
come on.
It's right now. Fortunately, he used that hashtag Fortnite World Cup and send us interesting names you've seen.
Yes, please.
That you've faced.
Gotta get screenshots of them if possible. Gotta have proof.
Gotta have proof, please.
Screenshotter didn't happen.
Fernando's still up top, just sitting pretty, and it doesn't get much easier than that. Garrido does get cut down. Fernando, launch pad, 4 shadow bombs. Realistically, weapon-wise, really hoping this legendary assault rifle can pull him through because,
listen,
only other thing he has is a common tactical shotgun.
I've said it before, Jack, I'll say it again. The gray tac is the best weapon in the game.
Okay.
Prove me wrong. You can't.
Okay. I'll let you say that.
It's never been proven.
That was Dr. Lupo who said it, Reddit, not me.
Smile.
Just to be clear.
You really gotta point those at me, Jack?
Point that finger.
Reddit, you look wonderful today. Please be gentle. Saw on the feed, picking up another elimination. So he got his bad, not necessarily the worst. Picking up an elim. We're down to the top 30. Fernando getting Sir Wings on rotation. See out another elimination. 29 remaining. This shadow bomb to push all the way forward. These players trying their hardest to earn a spot in those 6 positions for NA East.
Only 6 spots. Remember, of these 3,000 players, only 6 will make it. Fernando using that tactical shotgun does get 1. Is there a combat on the ground anywhere? Just an upgraded tac. I think that's what they'll have to settle with. Pressure now moving forward. You see Bugga on your screen. Ball giving Bugga a major praise the other day as Fernando fortunately keeps clipping the edge of that build. Not able to make it into zone without taking a couple ticks. Does have a campfire though, but it's a double-edged sword using a campfire this late in the game, Dr. Lupo. It's like a, hey, I'm weak, come attack.
This is the box to shoot at, please.
Yes.
I encourage it. But on top of that, you're also going to be missing HP, in this case shield as well. Pick up on the elim there, and the storm's going to keep pushing Fernando for a second.
Gets both
has the time. No damage either from the storm.
And that's great composure right there, because to be honest, I was thinking it wasn't going to happen. As Ghost CMO actually goes down in your engagement feed, we're in our top 7 right now. Opportunity to break on through. Bugga on your screen, KNG unknown, fighting for the high ground still. TSM Cloud in this game as well.
Kai on the ultimate high ground up above as the remainder of the lobby is forced into the same maybe 2 or 3 boxes vertically. The rift to go puts a player all the way up top, 2 players all the way up top. Bar getting beamed from underneath, just a little bit of damage, but enough to apply pressure and make him plummet to the ground. You'll see another rift, 3 players up. You hear the combat shotgun shot in midair. Somebody going for a big play if they can pull it off. Can't quite yet though. Bar landing. Waterfall down and layer up. Basically 3 or 4 floors up off the ground. We're in the top 7.
It's a lot of mats used right there.
We got 2 players left need to go down before those final placement points, and every point matters as we've talked about in these placements. With edit to check for a shot. Nope, looks down below, applying pressure with the grenades. Excellent grenade play there. Finds Cloud from TSM, hiding on the ultimate low ground. Picks up that elim, putting the top 4 now. Bar dropping down, applying pressure. Another grenade, very close, very risky, and shots from above. That might cost him. We'll see here. No builds left. A quick edit. The shot through finds Fernando. 1v1 situation. A top down. The combat shots from above. Kai picks up the last elimination from the ultimate high ground to the victory royale. Well played.
No builds or not, you are just never going to win a fight 1v1 with attack versus combat right there. Just not going to happen. It's just a better weapon in the hands of his opponent. The combat shotgun shows off just how darn good it is right there. As we head to our next game, up top you've got Class. You saw Chap flying by. Class, I believe the newest signing for 100 Thieves. Currently set on up on the ultimate high ground. There's the Q check again, 1 hour and 38 minutes left.
Just looking around from above. No reason to burn too many materials. Checking down from the top. Anybody on rotation? He's at the back of the storm, by the way. Kind of an interesting position, which means somewhere in that inventory, I bet you there's a rift to go or a launch pad.
Yes.
Not needing to move too early. I mean, he's got 5 seconds now. I'm going to start to make the move.
And
there's the launch pad.
He actually hit his head, but it seems like that was on purpose.
That was intentional.
Yeah.
The horizontal movement, if you bounce off one of those ramps 2 blocks up, you get shot out like a rocket, essentially, and you can fly across the map. Less chances for people to shoot you out of midair.
200 IQ play from Class right there. Currently set up. He's got the combat shotgun in hand. As we know, sometimes the inventory doesn't load for the players when we hop on into a new lobby. So Class definitely has more than just a rare assault rifle. Can promise you that. One player just above, looking to put some pressure on, and doesn't
a little bit of pressure.
Easier than that.
A little bit of pressure.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
There they go.
Elimination in there. 39 players left. 3 elims right now for Class. The clips say his duo may potentially be in here. Those players qualified already. Chap, Macwood, Complexity,
in our top 10.
The box.
But our top 10 last time we checked the leaderboards.
Indeed.
And is in a great position to rack up points right here.
As with every grenade, when there's 1, there's 50. Finds the elim on the outside. There's 3 now, 30 points.
It's like chips. It's like potato chips. Like you can't
just eat one. You
can't just shoot one grenade.
Show me a person that's eaten 1 chip and then stopped. Yeah, right.
Look at the size of me. I haven't.
The legend has it you're still eating chips to this day. Sorry, Jack. Sorry to expose you.
No, you don't have to. I had some delicious ones earlier. Cheddar cheese, Pringle action.
Excellent.
Macwood spraying, frantically trying to find some sort of damage to put down range. Every point matters. Every elimination matters. A heavy snipe nearly exposes Macwood, but a quick reaction time does stop it. And actually surprised, Macwood is taking a ton of damage.
He could have for a second opted to take shots, but I feel like that player right there, literally the one he's jumping past right now, there were multiple that had line of sight on the box.
Great movement though. Great movement.
Big jump.
Getting that last ball, getting as far as possible. We'll have time to pop both of these minis, which I expect, only using 1 it appears. Wants to save as much of these as possible.
Kind of surprising because we're going into the late game here. He's
Fell.
way
There
above
you go.
the damage threshold. Hey, look, 191 now, no big deal. Looking for shots on the follow through. The second, maybe a back-to-back. Swap to the combat shotgun. Look at the right side here in just a second. Building up above and finds Das on the rotation up. 5 elims at 32 points. We're in the top 30. Another one of these opportunities. Macwood showing just how versatile those shadow bombs are climbing the mountain.
My goodness, this is a tough zone rotation. And it's going right back, actually. Looks like through where we just were. You see tilt as well in this game. All the way on the high ground is Thunder. So they're beaming on down, back over to Class. Who's currently set on up, kind of towards the higher point of this build. Has made it into the top 25, so more points will be earned.
Pushing on through to the next section here. Just kind of tunneling forward. One of the most important skills for rotation.
Nick A30 was literally talking about it earlier. Saying how before he started to stream, he was in Playground. He was trying to get better at tunneling on uneven ground, like when you need to go up or down or whatever.
It's important too to know when you need to cover all your angles, every side, or just one side or 2 sides, depending on how you're moving and where you're moving. If you're at the edge of the zone, you don't necessarily have to cover your back if you know that side's been empty for a while. Or if you're moving across the middle and you want to save materials, maybe a single floor and a ramp, turn rotated, or like you do a jump rotation and quickly place it to end up underneath so you don't use as many materials. By the way, catching a player, specs, immediately placing the launch and jumping off of it.
And what's big is, of everything that just dropped, the one thing Class is able to pick up is 280 brick.
Feels good.
Basically the best thing you could ask for.
Material's so important late game. We're in the top 15 now. Class looking at 20 points, looking for the 21st here in a second. Shot, going for the replace, gets the first layer, going for the replace, gets the second, doesn't quite get the second layer. A little bit of a miss-edit in there too, placing the triangle down. Tons of players up above, one landing directly above, immediately it does the edit to get it to fall through. The player drops down, gets a 124 on the combat, and it's Thunder who goes down, pays the price for the second shot. Very, very good mechanic skill there from Class. A lot of practice goes into moves like that.
Yep, as you hear the rift go off, someone will be contesting for height. Sen Karos did just go down. It's Percently who's all the way up top, and Class catches him off guard. Percently went to look up at the rifter, and Class just jumped behind. And that is a game-changing moment, Dr. Lupo, as Class not only eliminates Percently, but refocuses his attention onto the player, rifting High ground is now his, and he's up to his highest amount of material so far in this late game.
Pressure applied on Eclipse, who's basically in the second level there. You've got Lazar and Fox down to the bottom. Shots coming out from Class, moving forward in the stink a little bit on the backside, but no big deal. Eclipse stuck inside a stink of his own. Lazar and Fox in the ultimate low, fighting it out while still getting shot at from above. 3 builds in Fox's inventory, and Class is sitting on 63. Very important to note that, because that means Class could waterfall down and apply pressure at any time. He also has a chance to wall off and heal off from above, and Fox is going to have to take shots. Eclipse goes down. Fox is basically nothing left. Class, a little bit of fall damage. There we go. The builds leading into the campfires for the HP. Fox slotting it on the hill, stuck outside the storm. Class doesn't have to push, but he doesn't know that. Wait for the last second. Shot from above and finds the victory royale. 8 eliminations.
That was not pretty.
18 points.
That was not pretty right there, but that's where we have it. A good victory royale. 400 Thieves. Class, 8 eliminations. The win, 18-point game. Zeke and Sundown with our updates.
Thank you guys so much, man. Do I love Fortnite? The answer is yes, of course. Who doesn't? Now, guys, of course, we're here in NA East. Excuse me, I almost said West. I don't know why I did that. NA East here, knee-deep in the game. With Sundown, we've seen some incredible games so far. Let's take a moment here, slow things down, meet up with Sundown. We'll take a look at some of the awesome clips he's got. We'll take a look at the updated standings, and then go from there.
Right, so first we're going to hop on board here with Bugabot. A great individual effort from him on the low ground here. Note, right before that elim, he had 0 builds, now up to 20. But one thing I want you to keep an eye on is his mentality to shoot first in these situations. It might be because he's lower on the builds, but note how he's looking to walk out and take fights. He's not looking to build himself back out. He wants his shots first, which ends up being huge if you're in a position where you can aggress, picking up Has right there and then able to run it out and get the victory route, just outlasting from 0 builds to a VR. Well done from Bugabot. Now, the Titan of the East, we talked about it. Players who haven't qualified 72 hours. Tom is on that, and just watch this little bit of a tricksy rotation here. Ends up directly in this player box on the backside, but Mike can go back to lobby. Boxes himself up, puts the trap down. Nice little defense there. Now, rather unfortunate here that he didn't end up with 2 elims, but the tag and the baller does still pick up Testy, so well done there from 72 hours. We've seen a lot of Fernando as well. Now watch him go to work. That was his first elim, but look at what he gets from all of that. Gets high ground control, the legendary AR, and zone priority position. Because he's on this side and players are forced to rotate into him, he's going to be able to use the rifle. Saw him pick up one there, picks another player off of the jump pad. That feels awful if you're Oscarito, and we've seen him have an affinity a number of times for getting picked up off of those jump pads. So maybe grab a shadow bomb or a ball and rotate along the ground as Fernando keeps putting in work there, getting the storm tick over onto Sir Wings. And look, that's the one thing that we stress about these players. It's the action after their immediate action. You don't slow down. You can't stop right after you pick something else up, because somebody else is there. Picks up the elim onto Quasi, boxes himself up, and then pushes forward. And he's been doing this entire run while he's being contested. It's not like he's avoiding these fights. He's going and he's looking for them, but he's prepared to take them with that shoot first mentality. Very well done from Fernando there. But let's check out those standings right now. The previous qualifier on top, Misfits Clicks. Let's look at the spread. 40 points down to 30, so just 10 points separating first and 10th, and 6 spots up for grabs. Zeke's with Clicks already having qualified, it would drop down to the 7th spot, and all of these guys are right on top of each other.
Yeah, I mean, you look at like someone like Smacked and Fernando, they have the 3 games played, and they're at the 30 points. Someone like Clicks, who's at the top, has 5 with 40 points. So they have like more room to work with, more throwaway games, I guess, but the point spread is still pretty tight. Don't forget, top 6 will be moving on to finals, so there's still plenty of time. I still feel like this is anyone's game. It just takes one incredible standout game to just rock it up on the leaderboard, you know?
It's absolutely anybody's game. We talk about kind of a reasonable pop-off. A 5 elim victory route is 15 points, or 8 elims, and in the top 5 is 15 points. Any of those is a realistic final game, and we're right around that halfway mark, and with less than 15 points separating the top 10, anybody will be able to jump up on the page, and that's what Fortnite is all about.
Well, let's not hold off any longer, Fortnite fam. Let's just get right back into the action. So for now, let's send it back over to Courage and Dr. Lupo for more Fortnite.
Ooh-wee, the standings are getting juicy. Some would call them soggy. as we move into our next game here.
Speaking of soggy, Jack, on your screen, Liquid Vivid.
And Loot Lake.
A player that's already qualified.
Yes.
Qualified week 1. You gotta love that. An opportunity, though, for Vivid to practice his mechanics, keep his game stepped up to the top. Hopefully push up and maybe pick up, you gotta remember, a little bit of prize money, too, on the line here. Plus, it's doubled. $2 million for the entire weekend is insane.
Absolutely wild.
Gives me chills, Jack.
$2 million every week for these last couple weeks is nuts. That's like, you've been around in competitive gaming for a long time. That is like entire life cycles of games, prize money. And now it's these 2 weeks. Don't even get me started on the Fortnite World Cup Finals. That is going to be the spectacle to watch this summer. You will want to be tuned in for that. Later on this summer, in the end of July, you see Hogman continuing to pop up in the elimination feed. Vivid throwing these grenades, and on these awkward to build surfaces, like in the water, it is so tough to dodge them, and you see right there how it winds up working out.
It's here at Loot Lake. Multiple players trying to make their way in. 38 left. Vivid starting to tunnel forward. Shots from the backside. He's going to wait last second. It looked like he was waiting for one more shot from that opponent's AR before he took the combat shotty shot. Couldn't quite get it. For a read here, going to take ownership of the wall, sees the baller through, and going to apply pressure, taking shots there. It actually is Hogman with the baller inside that brick box in the bottom, Loon up top. Premium moving forward up above to the next level up. Shots underneath the corner edit there. Vivid's going to have to replace the wall with a new one. Maybe a chance to pop that full shield if he decides it's the right call, which at this point it might be, unless someone nearby is very, very weak. Vivid going to go for the full shield. At this point, waiting. You have 18 seconds until the circle starts to close, which means you don't have to move just yet if you're trying to wait, especially if you have a rift in your inventory, a launch pad, anything like that. You can take a second and take shots before movement's required. I believe that's exactly what's going on here. Yep. It's going to rotate on through. Look from underneath, and there is a pyramid separating them now. No chance here. You hear the shadow bomb go off. Vivid might try and track this one down. 54 on the shield on rotation. No chance just yet. A player directly above. He's going to build up and try and match height. Shot from the backside. 32-21. Shield still on that player, and another one rotates in front. It's Navy Rob who goes down to a quick combat shotgun shot.
I actually can't believe Vivid's not being sprayed at more.
Barely even challenged.
Yeah.
Player down to his bottom right. Loot Lake keeping people on their toes. Player right inside finds Loon in a box. Follow up the back-to-back. Two shots. Hogman goes down. A very, very competitive player. That's a big elimination. Less of a challenge now to reach that #1 spot this game. Vivid moving forward. Another wounded player on the outside, and the baller flies past. Vivid building up 18 points, 4 elims, and 66 builds. Ammunition not too bad. Loadout not too bad. A player directly underneath. Vivid still making moves non-stop. This is why he qualified week 1. You're looking for a player to watch. This is definitely one high on the list, Jack.
Yeah, he is someone that I think a lot of people always expected to do well and qualify, but the surprising thing for others is that he's the only one of the Liquid boys who has, right? And Vivid has been a absolute beast in solos for as long as he's competed in Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
And right now showing what he can do here. Down to 19 health, though. It looks like the end might be near.
You look back at previous skirmish events, he was routinely taking home first place, second place, third place. Repeat.
Oh, there he goes.
Untamed, catch him on the outside, goes down, 70 players left. Couldn't quite squeak out the top 15 for placement points. If you remember, it's top 25 with 3. Top 15 gets you another 2 at 5. Top 5 gets you 2 more to 7, and the Victory Royale is 10. Reminding everybody, if you're just tuning in, there's your scoring setup. Clicks finding another element. You have to remember, too, Clicks right now top of the board. Finds Surge Kurt on the outside, rotating forward with the Shadow Bombs. What a versatile item right now for movement. One of the best in the game. If you're looking for a chance to stay safe, I say pick up a Shadow Bomb or 2 and make those rotations at the right time.
Yeah, right now, Clicks. No!
Gets himself.
Boogie bombs himself with this one.
Not a huge deal if that player gets picked by somebody on the move.
Thankfully, no one else came down and got involved.
They're sitting in a bush, back in the baller. No chance there. Kind of just a fresh reset for everybody involved in that one. Blake's taking a shot from the back. 60 shield gone now. He's going to try and climb the hill. This could be big. If he can hold on to this for the entire time while this storm's still circling. Bouncing off all these surfaces, lands all the way up top. He's in a box with another player. It's Nut. Goes down in the box. Lee walling off. Clicks. Now down to 10 shield. 10 players left. Building up. The assault for high ground, so important right now. One launch pad is heard. Clicks takes a chance to pop a mini. Keep building that tarp forward. May have to reconnect here in a second, depending on how much pressure he feels like he's going to get. Players dropping in. It's funny, even a 9 damage combat shotgun shot is enough to force a player to drop in there. Underkill goes down.
It's because you know there's more shots coming in.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, wait, if he's already hitting me now, just wait until I'm lower like this. It could be even worse. Clicks still with 100 builds, showing off why he is one of the most consistent solo players in the NA East region. The boogie comes in, doesn't actually connect with anybody, but this is as textbook as it can get. You're just keeping the high ground, making sure that if you get dropped down, you won't take any fall damage, let everyone else get scrappy and fight. You just get your placement points, get your last couple of limbs, and you're good. At this point, this is Clicks playing this like he's at the World Cup finals.
100%.
Just practicing. The more the merrier. Keeping the height, not doing anything crazy.
Plenty of build left. Still sitting on 60 plus. Let the other two fight it out.
They're fighting.
Take a shot. Premium. The last one on the low ground. 1v1 Clicks. Just going to knock the floor out. Taking shots from above. Quick little corner edit and reset. Look at the speed of that. Look at the speed of that. He's double layering brick, puts the floor down, just the one surface, edits the corner, takes a shot, resets, and builds the pyramid.
That was...
We'll just let the premium tick out.
Scary easy for Clicks. I mean, scary easy.
You want to know why he's the top, Jack? That's why he's the top.
That's it right there. I mean, we see other players in a position like that where they've let it get close. Clicks knew exactly how to play that through and through. Barely took a lick of damage and wins the game. Another victory royale there. Someone on your screen, you see TSM Vinny, a name that in previous skirmish times popped off. Has pretty much, for me at least, had a pretty quiet Fortnite World Cup so far.
Gone quiet through the World Cup thus far. I'd love to see a big game from Vinny. His duo Zexro as well, another one that's been kind of low-key so far. A lot of players, though, rotating through here. We're at the 50-50 circle in 12 seconds. That means anybody left in Neo Tilted is going to have to make a move, and you've got people like Vinny boxed up, a good chance to take third-party shots. I am curious why he just took a great tack shot through a window at probably 100 meters. Not sure. not
sure.
Which
weapon you have right there.
don't think that was the desired play. No. A little bit of stumble.
Vinny trying to set up for this drop that's coming on in and decides to actually look up and begin to shoot it. Remember, the health of the drop actually depends on the mode you're in. So in solos, it's only got 250 HP. So that's not too bad of a thing to have to shoot on down. And, well, even if he doesn't get the crate,
feels like he got a crate.
Feels like he did. The legendary combat shotgun. What an upgrade there from the common tack.
Caught that player in the rotation in. Is actually still going to get the box. Looks like unchallenged. Big bucks, no whammies.
My
finds
goodness.
A legendary AR, a big upgrade across the board there, and he's got a full shield in the box as well. Got to hold on to the minis and the slurp. Probably the best call right now since it's most likely only one full. See here in a second, quick little reset on the wall. He's looking for anybody that might be peeking, anybody that might be making a move, chances to take a shot, and he does have a backup in terms of shield in there. Cowboy, the top right corner of your screen as well. Vinny, the stinks, still getting ticks, sees the player potentially rotating out. Can he track that?
He's just, see it. He's just getting rid of him.
I think he's chucking them away.
He's throwing them away so he can pick back up either the minis or the mini or the full.
Yep.
And looks like we'll decide to go for 5 minis in the slurp, which I think is the right play.
Yep.
Makes sense there. Get some damage down. If there's somehow a storm surge that comes in, that might be the difference between being above or below. I like the play. Say I like the play.
If it's going to happen for storm surge, it'll be at the end of this circle.
Mm-hmm.
You actually see that this is interesting because the way that we're watching these games, that marker right there, whichever person we pulled this from, that's them marking the edge of the next circle.
Yes.
That's actually a pretty interesting tip for anybody that's watching from home if you're trying to elevate your play. A lot of positioning knowledge will come from knowing when or when not you need to continue rotating in.
Yeah.
If you use the mini map to mark, just put the little marker down, the closest portion of the next safe zone. You know when you've made it in without having to check the mini map to see if you're past it or not. It's very, very, very important to know when you're safe and when you aren't.
Absolutely, in duos especially. If your duo's still alive, you're dead. You got to do things like that. Help, give them the best chance possible. Nico hits the ceiling above and actually drops a player right into his box. So basically gets a free elimination right there as the player was not expecting it. And with that, we'll actually move into our top 25. 3 more placement points earned. Shadow Bomb being used and the quick movement up this slight little hill. begins as you see 72 hours on your screen, alive right now inside of a baller. He was in our top 10 earlier on, now no longer the case the last time we got a leaderboards update.
Blue T in here as well. We're going to jump in with Nico live. 4 eliminations, 137 builds, a really good loadout, and Loom not doing too well on the bottom there. There was an RPG, doesn't opt to pick it up. Could have potentially swapped out the AR or the TAC AR for that. Doesn't do so though, no big deal. 19 points now, catches a player inside the same box, maybe one box over at this point with rotation. Moving forward, no time to waste here. You don't want to be stuck at the edge of the safe zone as a baller actually swings through and opens everything up. Nico forced to rebox very quickly, burning through the materials down to 32 metal. Keo from Cloud9, the very bottom of your screen.
Look at 72 hours on height right now.
Liquid 72 hours, top of the screen there. Cole as well. Blue T, Jojo.
Cole's breaking him out. Cole's doing everything he can to break him out. And 72 hours having to deal with that. He just wants to begin to fire down on everyone, but can't get a chance right now. Here's Kaizui. Again, one of the younger players on 100 Thieves. 78 total health, but a ton of ammo, so some health back and maybe some mats. He's definitely can spray for days.
Kaizui, player rotating behind for the storm for just a second. One drops in, the heavy snipe does apply pressure. Kaizui goes down, it's Blue T from above. Oh my gosh, they actually, it looks like they traded inside the box, the trap and the shot. A quick swap there, both players going down at the same time. Meanwhile, all the way in the ultimate high ground for just a second there, we're the top 15, but 72 hours from Team Liquid still in it. Blasian goes down. Jojo still in this as well, 10-bit just inside with a barely alive baller as Nico, the forefront of the storm. He's got a baller in the box immediately next to. Wouldn't be surprised if there was pressures.
Yeah, I can tell. Whoa, all pulled into the rift, 3 of them.
3 players all the way in the sky, 9 remaining.
And they'll gladly float this one out. Look at all the destruction going on down low.
Just wait it out.
There goes 72 hours. Did get dropped on down.
It's like it went out 8th. Doesn't quite get the 7 points for a top 5. Shatang gonna drop past Deity with the ultimate high ground. Keo in the mid tarp. Pyrovoil flying all the way past. Got players still stuck in the bottom. Jojo, the ultimate low ground. Shatang finds Keo inside a box. Nico and Deity fighting for the ultimate high ground. Ranch forced down a little bit too. We're in the top 5. Placement points going out for everybody. 7 now.
Nico's so high up there right now.
In the sky.
Nico, the question is, does Nico have anything to wind up dropping down with? Yes. From our perspective, from what we can tell with Spectator, no, but
that middle
with it going up the hill, should now be all right. But look at how weak all these players are down low. The storm doing so much damage, and Nico more than happy to just keep building on up, keep playing this distance. Shatang gets 2, so winds up getting a lot of HP, but spraying, and it's all for naught. Nico just sits up there and basically idly wins that game. Pretty easy. When you got the high ground like that, building in brick, there's no chance of getting shot down at all. And what I'm loving to see here, Ben, is this players doing a good job of calculating when they're on height, if they need to challenge or not. That's like 2 or 3 games in a row now where the person on height has just sat up there, let the storm do its job, as long as you tag them once.
In the last 60 seconds.
Last 60 seconds.
Crazy.
Get a little tag on them, and then let the ultimate enemy, the zone, do its job for you. 1 hour and 15 minutes left in the queues until NA East solo qualifiers for the Fortnite World Cup Finals are over.
You're trying to get your 10 matches in. Now's the time to do it. 44 players left. Speaking of those 10 matches in this match, Attack AR, a blue combat shotgun, minis, shadow bombs, sitting on the edge of the zone. John, no need to apply too much pressure, doesn't have to move, just kind of wait it out. Take third-party shots, get those quick window edit resets and hold this one, watching through on that ramp, using the little holes in the brick structure underneath of his opponent. Gonna start making a move here, goes for the window replace, it's the wall replace, it's not even challenged. Here we go. This player might not have audio. Yeah. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, that's just, again, when you're not just like in a 1-by-1, when there's more behind you, sometimes it can catch you off guard. As that's what happens right there. FaZe Dubs actually in this lobby, and
Didn't you say?
Said FaZe Dubs.
You go on records as saying FaZe Dubs is the best solo player in the world
as of right now.
Interesting.
Technically, with the placings we've got, there has been no person more consistent currently. What's he had? Like first, third, sixth, second, or something?
Nope, no person more consistent. Okay, I have to ask. Have you not been watching Tim's stream? Consistently fall damage.
That is true. Consistently bad.
We're talking about consistency,
Yeah.
Jack. Really, you're gonna?
Yep.
Sorry, Tim. I'm trying to defend you here, bud.
It's all right. I'm sure he's really upset right now with his hand tats.
Listen, he's tough and you can't handle it.
I can't wait to see Tim this week. I'm gonna give him a big hug.
Right in the feed, picking up Elam. Flo taking one out as well in the top 35. Zycoma and Baldy right next to each other here. A little back and forth. You see them both actually facing each other, and just quick edit resets for transparency on the walls.
You're like, you good? You good?
You gonna move?
You good?
You gonna make a move? I'm just gonna wait. You gonna move? I'm not going yet. You going?
You game of chicken right now as Baldy keeps editing, looking for any opportunity to rain down fire from up above.
Who gives into the pressure first, right? Puts himself out in the open.
Wondering if the rift gets used here or Baldy just says...
He's high enough up, he doesn't necessarily have to, but I'm going to say because he's waiting here, I think you might be right. He's just looking back and taking shots, thinking, I'm just going to use the rift when it's time. There we go. There's a reason for it, too. One Elim looking for the second. Baldy, the storm right there, the swap, and falling down. I believe I heard it.
He rifted. He did. Here's Dubs. It doesn't get much easier than that. The player with 17 HP gets cut down, and Dubs will go follow this up right away. Look for any materials possible. This baller trying to snake them all.
Just a little bit.
There you go. Now Dubs has made it on and says, no, this is mine. This is mine. And whoa, 3 big shields, 6 minis. Oh,
that's a yikes.
Okay, Dubs, not in a fun time right now. Remember, when you're in the shadow form, you cannot edit, you cannot make any plays like that. So Dubs gets trapped in there and takes 80 storm damage because of it.
Very fast edits on the tunnel there, moving forward. Basically not letting go of the sprint the entire time. Look at these. Walling and editing a corner out. Every single layer, burning through materials very quickly, but dude, a very stable base to make a move.
It just set in how insane the Battle of Regions is going to be at the Fortnite World Cup. Like, Mongrel, Mr. Savage M are going to be repping EU that I know all of Europe's going to get behind. You've got the likes of Dubs, Tfue representing NA. I mean, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous.
The best players from every region.
Yeah.
Making their way to one stage. I'm gonna have heart palpitations, Jack.
Bro, it's gonna be one of the most insane events of all time. There's just no doubt in my mind about that. Bez loves Shane being pressured now by Dubs. Dubs did get a solid shot down range. Unfortunately, shotgun not reloaded, so we'll have to take a moment there to let that weapon reset. As now the zone going back the way it just came, so.
Plus some 50 builds now. Dubs, 70 HP, has a chance, just kidding, 100 HP. A little misspeak there, 11 players left. Greek Twinkie goes down, shots from above, another player. Title shot found outside of a window, looking through for a peek, potentially, doesn't quite get it. Shots in the back instead, a big trade out there. The legendary combat shotgun.
Oh, this movement is just dirty.
Looking for the shot, doesn't quite go for it. Chance just yet. Mustache from Tempo in the feed, picking up another Elam. We're in the top 8 now. Dubs, quick edit, takes out the top half, looking for shots through. A reset and a rotation. Dubs so fast, so blindingly fast.
Yep.
You want to try and keep up with anybody.
Stinks from height again.
This is literally like you're setting the tempo right here.
Mm-hmm. Should have enough time to pop this big shield. Thankfully, the stink grenade bombardment has stopped. Remember, top 5 is the last placement points outside of winning the game, and just like that, Dubs has made it on into the top 5. Now up to 28 points. Still building out. Turret comes into play for that extra health on the build so it doesn't get shot down. And oh no, the build he was going to land on gets shot out. Trying to put pressure on, gets one. How about a second? Not going to happen. Baldy wins that fight. The challenge comes in from the high ground. Baldy so weak. How will he make this pop? How will he make this happen? Baldy spraying, frantically trying to get this player to fall on down. 4 HP. There's no way, right? I mean, there's no way, right?
There's always a way, Jack. Don't count him out just yet.
Baldy, 1 tick of the storm ends this game. The player was building with metal, and
there it is.
That's it right there.
John holds the high ground, the last second victory royale. He was one of the first players we jumped on board with in this game.
Lock it up.
Locking it up.
Yeah.
Sitting on the top of the hill and ends up paying off big.
Oh, yeah. Nice job there by John. See, we'll win that game. Victory Royale. Shout out to Baldy, though. A good little performance at the end. Did what he could.
That last second drop, though. It literally, he had it all up until that moment. Ton of fall damage in the drop-in. Could not quite find an elimination outside the storm.
Okay.
Going backwards through a basketball.
Wow, that's fancy. Whoa. I just got the chills. There you go, production. That's my cue. As we head into our next game, 51 players in this lobby when we hop on in.
The northeast side of Mega Mall, 50-50 zone, and there's enough players left alive right now that Storm Surge is going to be an issue. Not for AJ, though. 320 damage above. Sees a player through that pyramid edit. Looks like they're going for the replace. He's just going to hold the turbo build above. Drops in, tries to catch him off guard. Not fast enough. The first time is fast enough. The second time, Malwax goes down to the trap. AJ inside his own box. Well played there. 2 slurps, 6 minis.
Shields for days, movement for days, mats for days. AJ, these are the games that when you're set up, you're in your head, you're like, I need to make this a big one. I've got everything I need to. And there's no other way to put it. These are games that will either go the way you need them to go and be the things that push you towards being able to qualify, or don't go the way you want them to go and legitimately tilt you for the rest of your day playing. Whoa. Speaking of tilt, phase tilt now on your screen. It's pretty good, right? Okay, Ben, Jesus. Take your meds yet?
Is that a good enough laugh? Do you feel validated now, Jack?
I do feel validated now, thank you.
Okay.
It makes a difference.
I'm out here for you, Jack.
I know.
100
being popped.
50 now. No elims yet this game, 28 points. No in the feed, picking up Zine. 90 builds right now. And the ultimate weapon, the gray tactical shotgun in the inventory. Got to feel good about that one, right, Jack?
Oh,
100% agree.
You said it's the best gun in the game, right?
It is the best, arguably, unequivocally, the best weapon. Tilt, pick it up. Elam on Smoke Gabe there. Quick window edit resets, very common here. Position like this, you're basically smack dab, middle of the safe zone. I don't know for sure if Tilt has any mobility besides the shadow bomb, so I would expect a door edit and push soon once he feels like there's too much on the line, if he's too close to the storm. But we'll see. Maybe a launch pad.
Yeah.
If he's going to use it, it's got to be soon. You don't want to wait too long with that.
This is when you're just like hoping someone like rips you to the sky out of nowhere or places a launch pad right next to you to let you have some sort of free movement.
Middle, in the middle of your screen for just a second. One of the common high placement players in solos.
He's already qualified.
Exactly.
And yesterday finished atop our leaderboard, right? Tilt right now is actually below the damage threshold for the Storm Surge. And typically when Storm Surge pops up, it forces some people to play like maniacs. You got to do something crazy to make sure you don't take this damage. Tilt running on through, still 43 below, has to be going to put damage downrange. There's a nice little tag. Now above, good stuff from him. As more players have started to drop, is safe for the moment using both shadow bombs, Ben.
Okay.
Here on this rotation, and you know, you might be like, well, if that's all his movement, then I mean, isn't that bad? But you think about it. Right now, you're at 34, top 34. You want those placement points.
100%.
You've spent a lot of time in this game. You've got one elimination, and right now you're probably, what, every bit of 15 minutes, 17 minutes into this game? If you don't get placement points out of this, if you don't get at least 5 to 7 points off this one, it could really come back to haunt you as this day goes on. Tilt gets 1, now 4 spots away from being in the top 25. Remember, 3 points earned if you make it there.
Okay, now 3 players need to go down before we look at the placement. Very top of the zone, Corey. Rogue Shark vying for high ground. Looks like Shark gets the ultimate high with ease and does place a trap down just in case anybody tries to challenge. Land on the same box. Opportunity to just take some shots. Looking up here. Back-to-back combat shots on that player. You can hear a ball underneath. I think Shark trying to be as cognizant of that as possible. There it is. Placement points going out for everybody. Shots on every player on the rotation. And if Shark can land even 1 or 2 solid hits, the combat shotgun, we've seen it be very lethal. Ranges like this, 18 points right now, and here we go, beaming player on the drop-in. A lot of shield damage, finds Frosted Spy in the air. No fall damage taken, 190 total now. Another player, back-to-back. The Vera goes down. Shark picking up the 4th elimination. Almost to the top 15 and playing this very, very well. The only concern I really have at this point is materials are going to start getting low soon, especially if you're forced to double up on layers.
When you're already having to build out from height that early on. You already mentioned it, 46 total builds left. How can Rogue Shark use them wisely? 15 players now remaining, so 2 more placement points earned for everyone that's still live in this lobby. Players continue to drop on out quick. Rogue Shark showing off just how good the combat shotgun is, whether players are flying from up above or running frantically down low. With that rift pulling up, I think it was 2 players. You think Rogue Shark's going to begin to peak?
There we go, one flying in.
One.
Jayth eliminated, top 10. AJ does, however, take the high ground. Honestly, it looked like with ease, just getting the flint knock to ascend all the way to the top, challenging.
Oh my gosh.
A build off.
What a shot. They're going for height right now between the 2 of them. Rogue Shark down to just 21 total builds. Has to reload this flint knock and has to go for the play of his career. Knocks the 1 player down to the box. Shotgun comes through. Tyler's was not ready for that to happen, and Rogue Shark is rewarded by a ton of builds, but it's still AJ up top.
Shark for sure has the ability to drop down. That flint knock could save him. If you're concerned about what's in his inventory.
He went for it.
He went for it.
Rogue Shark flint knocks to the high ground, knocks out AJ's build, and replaces it. He's got to reload this flint knock. Quick, drop it down. Did make it as well. Rogue Shark showing off how good the flint knock pistol is. One of the most versatile weapons in Fortnite Battle Royale history. We're now in our top 4. Rogue Shark continuing to be a hero from this high ground.
Literally just plugging.
There goes
above,
2 more.
Goes down. It's a 1v1. Nightseeker on the ultimate low ground, 29 builds, some bandages if it comes to a heal off, which means Shark's going to have to apply pressure, plus an RPG.
That's CG. That's
Nightseeker
CG.
taking in the outside of the storm. Unless there's a chance at a shot, there isn't. Nightseeker goes down. Shark, the flint knock, earns the high ground multiple times and the victory royale.
Incredible stuff right there from Rogue Shark. A 9 elimination win. 19 points. Seeking Sundown.
19 points at this stage in the game. My goodness, that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, he's pretty good at the game. Luckily, we'll be seeing him in New York City. Rogue Shark has already got that qualification up there. But let's take a quick look at some of the other players who have already qualified and one player who's putting on a little bit of a show and might be able to put himself in contention. So first, we're going to hop on board with the veteran Vivid. And as Golden Boy says, when in doubt, throw a grenade or 17. Vivid throwing every one of the explodes there. Picks up a nice little elim, and that actually gives him positioning to then start running on the mid-tart. Picks up Navy Rob there, and then continues rotating forward, doing all this now with the combat that he was able to pick up there. And notice in the top left-hand corner, this is outside the top 25. We watched him pick up 3 elims, survive into the top 25, and then enable himself to get more. Challenging into the stink, knowing he would get that siphon. Now, Clicks on board here, was at 10 HP, gets a shadow. What does he do with it? He's then able to translate that into a boogie, drops the player out, and then all of a sudden, he gets another shadow. This is what we mean when we talk about how every little interaction counts. If Clicks doesn't pick up the elim at 10 HP, doesn't get the shadow to enable him to get the boogie bombs, which doesn't let him pick up the next 2 elims, which gives him more shadows and gives him high ground control. And look here how he extends out the timer on the shadow bomb. He's in shadow form the whole time, is able to get into the player's box, picks up Nut, who is on the top 10 of the leaderboard right now. So it's not like he's just cleaning out the bottom of the barrel. These are other players competing for a spot. And Clicks, I remember originally watching him in the Lux Cup and thinking, wow, this kid Clicks on YouTube. He's pretty good. I hope we get to see more of him. Well, we're going to be seeing more, particularly if he's closing out games like that. Niku, the only player in this little package who isn't already qualified for the World Cup, but goes on a great little spree here. 150 in terms of his builds, and that's going to enable him to kind of navigate this super, super tightly packed tarp. You saw 25 players there in Circle 8. Circle 9, still 13 players left. He still has 97 builds. That's because his mentality is he's looking for the elims, picks up a number of jump pads, and refreshes on builds again. So keep an eye on the top left. 7 players left now, and he challenges into the high ground. All of a sudden, he picks up this elim here, knocks the player out with the storm changeover, and top 5, ultimate high ground control, and nothing else. Showtang picks up the 2 on the bottom, but Nico is just going to be able to wait him out. Doesn't get a tag going over there, so the Storm will tick him over. And last but not least, it wouldn't be a highlight reel if we didn't show Dubs. Taker of walls, best average placement in a Sunday final, as Courage said, with a 6th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd coming out there, averaging 3rd place overall in what is one of the most stacked regions. You see him just take the wall right away from Yoshi and continue running through the tarp, always looking for opportunities, looking to challenge, wanting to take the shots, and pressuring the rest of the lobby. Hey, you want to win the Fortnite World Cup, you have to be beating players like this. You have to beat the Dubses, the Clicks, the Vivids of the world in order to get up there. And right now, Clicks is flexing, saying, yeah, I'm in 1st place. What of it?
Man, after 6 games, 2 victorials, one of only 2 people in top 10 with the 2, he's got himself that pretty hefty lead. I mean, don't forget, guys, it is top 6, so they're making their way into finals, so this is the cutoff point right here. But if we look outside of the Clicks' lead, right, 42 to 38, again, these points are still really, really close.
Like I said, it's the difference 26th to 25th. Popping a shadow bomb, waiting a half second before you rotate. Literally.
Oh, actually, you know what I just thought about? This already qualified.
Yep,
you were going to say...
bump one more down. It's all good.
Yeah, so
no worries, because at this point, really, like the one little spot with all of these guys here, as soon as one more match changes over, this whole thing is going to change. The leaderboard is so absurdly close. These are the moments that matter. This is where you will be able to cement yourself as one of the best of the best. And if you don't do it now, you won't be on that stage in New York City competing for your piece of the $30 million prize pool.
Too bad we cannot compete for that prize pool, but oh well. Only the future could tell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite fam, thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. We are going to go to a break, so get up, stretch your legs, find a snack, use the bathroom. Don't get too far, because in 5 minutes, we've got more action. Don't get too far. See you then. Zeke, this is it. This is the last chance, all right? People need to know about this block party, all right? This is your last opportunity to get them involved, to get them hyped. Zeke, everyone's going to be there, all right? DJ Zeke's going to be there. DJ Sundown's going to be there. Everyone's going to be there, all right? The people are waiting. All right. You know what, man? I'm DJ Zeke. I don't need no card. But what you need to do is buy your tickets to the block party. Tickets are only $35, Fortnite fam. Listen, all right? June 15th, 16th at the LA Forum. Day 1, Creative Showdown. Listen, all right? Team Evolve built an incredible map. Spoiler alert, it's dope. Day 2, Celebrity Pro-Am. 50 pro gamers, 50 celebrities, all battling out for a $3 million charity prize pool. What more do you want? What more do you need? Fortnite fam, you need to be there because we are ready to party with you. Bam!
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we are going to talk about shadow bombs and their impact on competitive play. If you haven't had a chance to use the shadow bomb yet, it is a utility consumable that drops in stacks of 2, and you can carry up to 6 per slot. When used, the shadow bomb grants the user invisibility, move speed, the ability to double jump, and the ability to wall jump. Shadow form lasts for 6 seconds, but will remain active after that window until the user touches their feet on the ground. We've seen shadow bombs already have a huge impact on some of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers.
He hit it! Oh my gosh! He hits it! You freaking legend! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's hear what some of the players who have already qualified for the Fortnite World Cup final think of the addition of shadow bombs to competitive play.
I think with Season 9, the shadow bombs are a perfect mobility that has its downsides and upsides if you use it right.
I mean, I think shadow bombs are very balanced right now. They're a really good way of getting mobility considering they're an uncommon item.
I feel like they're a really good addition to the game. It's as good as a Rift to Go. Maybe even better in my opinion. You can get your position wherever you want to, especially end zone. People don't expect it.
A little bit of HP left. Oh, yeah, pull it! You're gonna pull it!
It's a must carry. you know, when that zone pops and you're super far, you can pop a shadow bomb and just get to the next zone. It's great. I love them.
Shadow bombs are amazing. Like, I reckon that's like one of the best things they've brought out so far, because you could just sneak into someone's box or like get high ground or like go low ground without taking damage.
There's moments where people clutch up, like very end game, like they might not have mats. And the Mr. Savage play where there's a hill and he went up it with the shadow bomb, it was just crazy.
They've got to go up the side of a mountain, and it's shadow bomb time. He's deciding to take more damage. Yes. Mr. Savage! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
What a play!
The best shadow bomb use I've ever seen! Mr. Savage M rising to the top of the mountain.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned a thing or two. What's the best way you've used a shadow bomb? Send us clips using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Or maybe not, if you're in shadow form.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Open Online Qualifiers. Week 9, the solos action has been fantastic through and through so far. We've covered Europe. We're midway through NA East. And I know you don't want to see me. You want to get back into the action. So guess what? We've got two great casters for you, Sundown and Monster D-Face.
Let's get it. Here with my boy Sundown, and man, that leaderboard shaking up. Good to see Macwood up there. We saw him get really close week again, and like you said though, anything is in the air.
Dude, it's so incredibly close. We've seen the semifinals, everybody kind of crunching up there, but let's get right on into the matches. I want to see how this all resolves and who gets those last 6 solo spots out of NA East. The action has been intense. The leaderboard is close. Use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Let us know who you think will make it out, because the leaderboard is changing every time a match finishes. And now we're on board here with Spook. 49 players left, so just under half the lobby.
Yeah, the only player we've seen really take a lead today is Andretta. Outside of Andretta, no one else. The boards have been extremely close, top to bottom here. So now hopping in with Spook, guys. 50 minutes left to queue up here. We're midway through it. Halfway through all the queue times and the games we'll be seeing here for the NA's block. It's going to be a close one.
It's going to be close. I mean, every single region has come down to some form of last match, whether it's a player overtaking at the last minute or you saw Blacksup get the victory royale, everything he needed on the final match of the server. There's Spook picking up ramen there, no 99-cent deal. Back to the lobby. You can queue back up. Like we said, just under an hour left in the queue times. You get 3 hours or 10 matches to score as many points as possible. And this lobby is stacked. Outlet, Diggy, Macwood, all directly on top of each other right now. Macwood getting some pressure onto that cone, but not finding anything after the heavy start.
Yeah, nice angles right here, just playing with the perspective that he has. He drops a player there with the heavy sniper. No fall damage was given though, which means that player slid on down safe and sound through the side of the mountain here. So Macwood is back in the hunt, just looking around on the prowl right now. And so far, so good. 46 players remain in the 6-man, or Storm Wave 6 is approaching here, I should say. Tons of players. That means no placement points have been given out, and these players have put close to 15, 18 minutes or so of time into this game right here.
Yeah,
so if you get knocked out before the placement threshold, that's going to be rough to kind of swallow in here.
It's all about time efficiency. You see Roat taking over the Storm there. That is part of those new changes with patch 9.20. If somebody has been tagged in the past 60 seconds and they either self-eliminate, fall to the Storm, or fall to fall damage, you will get the Elam credit. Now you can see Macwood trying to get onto the edge of the zone, as we do have to rotate across the lagoon, so it could get awkward. You have Wrigley, who's in the second spot, the player who has been very much so coming up through these open matches recently. You see Percently also picking up an Elam there. Storm threshold on your right-hand side. Macwood is 402 above it. What the Storm Surge does, since it's a little bit of a different mechanic, if players are being too passive, as Macwood, not passive at all, going for the no-scope Blainer of the Year, misses it there. If players are too passive and haven't done damage, the Storm Surge will punish you, doing 10 damage per tick as that goes off until you either are above the threshold or you're eliminated. Just like that, Strep picks up Macwood. No antibiotics spewed there, but a nice Elam endpoint going over to Strep.
Yeah, and this is it right here. I don't think we've seen as many ballers throughout the day, but my gosh, there are so many still in play. That's a big reason why there's so many players still alive right now, guys. The vehicles are out. Nice double shot with the combat right there. Strep connecting big time here. Someone comes out the Storm. Kuros gets flicked on and taken out of the game. Back to the lobby he goes. And Strep finds himself at 29 points. Can he make it 30? That's 2 big shots. Up and over the top he goes. He still wants this one, but no, gets taken out by CWV. Saw FaZe Diggy there as well on the feed. It's a lot going on here, Sundown.
Good job there from CWV, but Outlet is running that high ground down now, but took a ton of damage. There's actually a player directly above him who just lasered him. That was 150-0 in the blink of an eye. Now you have Neferux of Luminosity Gaming. We're inside the top 25%. Still up. Demo still up. Neferux still up as well. Outlet just got beamed. Neferux is going to edit out, pop the shadow, and get over to the far side. Will need to about face as he does get blocked into the player's build, opting to go around it and build just over. Nice little ramp for the separation. Fox picks up Big Jesus, so he's going to go down. You see defensive traps put in place by the player next to Neferux. Tech gets K's, and we're getting closer and closer to top 15. Fox is now out.
Oh,
double edit, and he got it. Demo's in.
Oh, he gets both of them. Shaz and Demo go right down. The combat, the fire rate.
And it gets him into the top 15, and it gives him a shadow bump. That is a massive 4-point swing and could potentially end up being more for Neferux.
He had 0 materials as well. This really puts him back in the game here, guys. It was all looking so grim as Neferux is now looking to find tendons. Will he be able to connect here? He's got the traps out. He finds someone down in the water. He could still commit here, and he does. Tendons goes down. He doesn't have any shield, though.
Good job sticking with that. Saw that Tendence was over the side. Got his Elam kind of poached away from him there, but manages to stay with it. Saw where the tracer fire was and identified the player. Now on 31 points. 7 players remaining. Wrigley, who we just saw, was in that top 3, directly above him. You have Lyricid, 2 above him, as Sicko does pick up B-Hegs, and Neferux looks for the double edit. He has no more mats, so nothing doing with the launch pad. Will he find another sick double from Neferux? Can he make it a triple? He's looking. He needs to get back in the Storm Zone. He does. Shots coming out. Shots from the player above. Double edit. Loses it. Wrigley picks it up, but can Wrigley find the zone? He did get the siphon. He needs to circle back around, and he found it, but there's tons of natural building here. Spook, everything is for him. Has 6 builds, not a ton going on here, but has the high ground, and everyone moving over. HP advantage was to him. Wrigley caught every one of those pellets with his face, but a good individual effort pushes Spook up to 34 points. 70 limbs, victory royale.
Solid game for Spook right there, picking up a 17-point game. That's how fast you can go from the teens right up into the 30-point bracket, putting you in contention for top 5, making your way to New York City Finals. But man, Neferux, he had a crazy play there with the double edit down. I thought it was all over for a second there, but off to the next one here, guys.
Always
Button Park. little action right here, Sundown.
Always on to the next one there. 45 minutes left in the queue. And remember, last time we checked out on the leaderboard, 38th was second place. Clicks was in first, but had already previously qualified. 10th was 33rd. Donnie JJ was up on that list. He's currently sitting there in 37th. Has the rare heavy AR as well as the rare tac, single shadow bomb, and 3 minis with 199 effective HP. So not in a bad spot, particularly as he picks up Z-Laner there, going to try and push in and get whatever loot from that he can.
Yeah, nice little pick right there, but little hiccup right there as we kind of catch up here. He is going for the loot. It's going to be risky. He steps right next to Parallel Tree's box. Cannot step into those walls. That was clearly a mistake there.
And he got him with the flint. And one thing you notice there, as Trey poked out, it kind of messed him up because the flint pushed him into the corner of the box. He missed his first shot because of that. Might have been able to win the trade, but wasn't enough. Get kind of caught playing Loot Goblin there, but now Clicks pushing into the box. There's so many edits going on there, making sure he owned the ramp, flipped it back, pushed himself forward, and picks up the Elim. Brilliantly done there from the Misfits player. There's a reason he's double qualified, the first player out of NA to do so, and he's going to continue his run here as he kind of takes a second, boxes up, and tops off on shields.
Clicks has definitely made a name for himself here in the competitive Fortnite scene. Just interesting to see what he'll be able to do now in New York City. He is kind of shown up, really taking the scene by storm, honestly.
I'm so excited for LAN. Like, I'm so absurdly excited. Not just because we get to see all of these players all in the same custom lobby for the entirety of the game, see what the contestants go out, but just, does somebody play different? Is somebody a little more hesitant? Is somebody more aggressive?
I think they do. I think some players are going to stick to their roots and push through, but that might be the downfall, man. These guys are just going to be waiting for something to pop off to, server collapse, if you want to call it that. This server collapsing is going to be disgusting at Fortnite World Cup.
I got faith, man, because don't forget, those Elims still worth the point, man.
Yeah,
still got to go out there. They'll be able to get it. Clicks, pick it up. Trey there, who we saw earlier with a nice flintlock play, but not going to save you from Clicks as he pushes in with that epic combat shotgun. Pops his last shadow bomb and is going to get moving over onto the far side of the zone.
Love what he's doing, too. He's got so much material. He's playing for higher elevation right here. But with this many players alive, no layer is safe, especially not the lowest. In comes the drum gun pressure right there. Does see a player in the campfire, decides, hey, he's still got shield. Focuses on the next person. This is the problem with having a drum gun. Notice that was a little sloppy. Players are so exposed.
And also that first bloom shot, man, that was rough. He literally had the guy painted, and it was just like one of the scenes out of the cartoons. We hit everything but him, and right there, Shababan. Clicks hits everything, including you. Trap shotgun right there. You have Exulting just below Clicks. The controller player duo of Excels trying to put some pressure on him, but just going to disengage. Grandma just below him. We've seen him on the leaderboards time and time again. Symphony also in his own box, but Bizzle is going to smell him out there and send him back to the lobby. Well done from the week 1 qualifier and the Ghost General, the highest earning Fortnite player in competitive history right now, is trying to make his mark on this lobby, sitting at 30 points, already qualified 2 boogies, heavy sniper, and the legendary combat.
Yep, and this is exactly where he likes to be, that end game. A little more placement threshold being broken into right there. Nice little edit, catches a clean Elim on Nicole, who had the storm pressure. You notice that did crumble just a bit there.
And he's into the top 15 as well. Right, the player right on the side is looking for it. Slem was actually the one to pick that up. So Bizzle going to continue going forward. And this is where he loves to fight. I know Bala has been a big talk about it, but how good the Ghost guys are at tunneling and fighting from their tunnel, whether it's Sean or Bizzle or Demo or Snood, every single one of them can fight from these angles, and Bizzle trying to do it. No. But the ramp in his face, Boogie Bobs, Disco out in the open. Leo being the benefactor of that one. Kydra, honestly, just, I don't know if it was luck, benefactor, right time, right place, but Bizzle gets set back. Grandma, however, picks up Leo right after, so we're on board with Shaded Talent on the ultimate low ground as Grandma picks up another one.
Yep, Grandma is in this game. You see him popping off in the feed. Shaded trying to get up higher. The higher he goes, the closer he gets to Grandma. Will he be able to connect right here? Does land a shot. It's Click who goes down. Beautiful trap, too. You put it on the ceiling. It's undodgeable, essentially. And that was how he caught Clicks off guard right there. Shaded talent, now one step closer to the high ground. He's going to step out into the storm and sacrifice just a bit more to get nice and secure set up in the top here.
And then he has the stinks to be able to rain him down. I don't know if you realize he's completely uncontested, but now AJ is forced right out in the storm, and with the tick over from the storm change, he's gonna get it. He'd get it either way, but Shaded smelt it, he dealt it, and everyone else in the lobby had to deal with it. 4 elims and the victory royale, bumping him up to 33 points.
You would think we'd see more end games like that, where the stinks just flush out everyone in the low ground, but to hold on to something so valuable to the end, that's a tough play.
How rarely are you like getting into a top 3 situation where you have uncontested high ground and you have 2 stinks? Like, the reason that doesn't typically end up happening, you don't see that more often. You think like, oh, that's the best use case for a stink. Yes, if you get into that situation.
You gotta make it there, and then like you gotta hold on to him. So.
Right. But whereas if you, and we've talked about this, I know Courage is a big advocate, if you have 3 stinks in a solo and somebody's boxed up, you can effectively eliminate them, right? You can chase them around or at least force them to burn a ton of materials. So that's why you tend to see players opt to use them, because you can get kind of tags on players. Oh, Yak trying to go for the immediate wall replace, but you can see how there's a little bit of an issue when you get exposed. If the other player goes to shoot first, you know, they get that first shot on you. As that happens right there, and Yak trades it back out with Bisbo. You can take the wall and own it all you want, but if you don't hit the shots, it doesn't matter.
That was 2 125s. Precision aim right there. Yak finds himself a ton of loot, materials, zone. He's got so much going for him now.
It was actually kind of a misplay by the other player. I think it was Bisbo. When you're kind of poking there, you need to shoot, and right as you shoot, move your character model over to the left. He just sat his character model in the window, basically framed his face to catch those pellets. Make sure you're abusing that right-hand advantage. If you have it, you can't give it up, or you can't have it and then not use it. Otherwise, you don't have an advantage. But now, the other half of the Dubs Mega pairing, trying to push in here, has full qualified already for the solos and duos, and is now trying to put a little pressure on this player on the outside.
One step closer, he did take the wall. He doesn't even know it was his cone too. Did try to combat and Flint follow up Frosted. It was just too fast. Mega was just too fast for him to react. He was one step ahead of him every single moment, in every single moment of that battle right there.
Man, it must feel awful to just get victimized by Mega and
I would
Dubs.
be so upset to go against one of these guys. They're too quick. Literally
They're just very, and we talk about like what makes some of these players good. In some circumstances, they do everything right. Sometimes they're just very good and they're fast. Like that would be what I say, kind of Mega, Dubs, Benji, Fishy, Mr. Savage. Well, they all have like certain types of traits about them, and certain things they do well. Yes, they're all incredibly fast-paced players with everything they do, and in and of themselves, that's almost their defining trait: the quickness at which they do everything. Beating somebody in Fortnite to the punch by a quarter of a second is enough for a shot. If you're doing that every single time, you're getting their wall every single time because you're that much faster, then you're going to be able to snowball those advantages, compound them into something better. That's why the best of the best are so consistent.
As we focus in on Mega here, let's see what he's going to do. We have praised him enough on how quick he is. He's at 14 eliminations. If you don't believe us by now, you're crazy. You don't get that high, that aggressive in the finals. Guys, mind you, this is everything on the line for New York City, right? Potentially. And he just pushes through. Just goes all the way through, no hesitation. That's one. Someone else does join the battle here. Finds him as well. Quick little flick right there.
That was just gross.
16 elims.
He hit the flint knock headshot. I was honestly like, I half thought he was going to push in for the pickaxe. The flint knock will do the 180 if you get that full headshot there, but instead sticks with the combat and then picks up the nice little double. But now it needs to be careful of the 6. Good job getting up 2 blocks, and then luckily, as he pops the shadow, the shots miss towards the door. So, you know, sometimes you got to make your own luck. Mega catching it right there is going to put down the campfire as well as the 2 minis. If you blink, you might have missed it, but he's now in the center of his zone, boxed up, campfire one side, launch pad in the zone next to him, and now reloading all of his weapons, ready for the next rush.
Yeah, he did manage to drop the flint and pick up a grenade launcher. Interesting to see how that's going to play out here in this end game, because it's not typical you see someone have a grenade launcher towards these congested zones. But this is the perfect time to use all these shadow bombs, guys. Just keep him in the game and rotating. He is on someone's heels right here. Z was really trying to get that Elam right there, chasing him all the way up.
And one thing that's super important to note there, notice how he didn't jump or double jump or wasn't sprinting. He was literally walking directly behind the player. Any of those other movement options would have given away, and the player would have known, would have had an opportunity to box him in, potentially trap him out. That's what we talk about when we say do all of the little things right. You might not think about it. You might think, oh, I get the double jump, I better use it. No, players adapt. They've gotten used to it. They know to look for the smoke trails, to just throw bullets towards it and to hope to get it. But Mega going one step farther, and he still has 2 more, enabling him so much. And here go the grenades. Will we see Mr. Savage 2.0, who is the best billiard player in NA? He fires all of them down low, and no ticks coming through yet.
But the pressure of explodes, the sounds, it's as much of a mind game as it is the whole site just to kind of connect here. So let's see what Mega's gonna do. He's looking for the Elams down low. He doesn't care about who's up above. He's trying to inch his way down here. Just taking a little bit more control of this layer. He doesn't have any movement, any freedom space here. He's gonna find Dream TV.
Wait. That was a grenade tag. It had to have been. He hasn't shot anybody else in the last minute. So he had to have hit somebody with a grenade, gets flint knocked out into the zone there, but can he cover himself? 7 HP. Oh! Mega drops down. Winteroo, you can go back. It's the time of summer, and it's the time of phase. Mega, what a sick edit and sick play. Now up to 107 effective HP. Papa Eggy on the high ground. Hoffner gets personally victimized by Mega, like basically the rest of the entire lobby, up to 19 Elams, but now on the low ground. Shadow Bomb comes out from Eggy. Hot feet for Mega, hot feet for Eggy, but he's in the shadow, and Mega finds him. He finds him because he jumped, monster.
I don't know how he just did that, but he managed to really pull through and clutch up at the end. That was as close as we've ever seen it, and that was a 20 elimination game there.
30 points. 30 points for Mega. We saw him at 7 HP. Again, I cannot stress it enough. If you're watching and you want to get better at Fortnite,
imagine dropping a 20 bomb.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine dropping a 20 bomb in any game. Like, I think I've had a 20 bomb once, maybe, in a pub, I think, and I felt really, really, really happy. He's doing it in the finals against the best of the world. If you want to go watch these games, watch their perspectives, you can load it up in the client yourself. You can go to the leaderboard, set the region. Right now, we're on NA East. Then you can click the compete tab at the top, load up week 9, and check out all of the individual greatness. Whether you want to be watching Tfue or Dubs or Mega or any of the other solo players who have already qualified, I promise you, they will all put on a show as we get into the final half hour of the queues. And already Chap, Tilpill, Snood, all up over on this side. Clicks in the match as well. Right as I said that, Tilpill gets taken out by, honestly, the Demon Hunter right now. That's what Clicks feels like. He's just running around cleaning up everything.
Dude, Clicks is fearless right now. He's he has nothing to lose at this point. This is all good practice for the Fortnite World Cup. This Chap is now putting pressure on players that are gliding across, and what a death valley here. You do not want to have to cross this. You think, oh, I have a launch pad, I'm okay. No way, not when players have this much elevation kind of set up. This poor guy's probably going to use redeploy. He uses the flint knock, actually trying to save himself there. He's still in the game.
Was able to catch himself right there at the bottom. You see Kearney also here. Chap trying to get an angle on the rest of the lobby. Again, the Liquid Old Guard desperately trying to qualify and join Vivid on that stage in New York City. We have EG's J-Truth also in the lobby. Nobu Beef, it does get picked up. Bears also going down. 33 players remaining. Circle 6, and also a ton of verticality changes going on the circle. Look at the bottom right, monster.
Yeah, it's going straight across another valley towards the tilted, or neo-tilted mountain. You guys are very familiar with this mountain. It's been in the game for a while here. So to have to cross back, another steep elevation coming from the shifty side.
Yeah, the old that old clock tower mountain gives a really, really good kind of vantage point over the rest of Tilted, but it's really awkward to kind of end up fighting around and rotating over because it's such a steep valley into then this kind of like gradual hill that drops off right after. So we'll see some interesting rotations coming out, but now on board here with Joy with that tactical assault rifle, trying to throw some shots over. You do see Storm Surge over on your right-hand side. Only one more player has to fall before that turns off, and the rotation is coming through. So Joy is going to be looking for those gatekeeping opportunities. You see him checking the angles as Shiga picks up Sensible. Temp gets picked up by Joy. He's going to be like, all right, got my Elim, I'm out. Waiting for the opportunity to then rotate over and away. The question is, how long can he extend out the Shadow Bomb? Not long enough, gonna opt to use the second one. Does get the tick over in the Storm as well onto Shiga, so good job from him.
Look at this.
And now all the way far side of the zone.
Manages to really just hop his way up and over all the builds. Perfect usage of the Shadow Bombs here. He hasn't even reloaded the Tactor. He's already on the offensive push here. Another player did rotate by. He's kind of getting his eyes set on who's gonna be his next victim. Went from 1 eliminations to 3. Will this be the 4th? And it is going to be the 4th. Let's have fun, okay? We saw him a bunch yesterday, ending in the top 10. I think he finished about 6.
But doesn't look like he's having as much fun, okay, today, as J-Truth picks up another Elim. Grandma goes down outside of the top 15. Sizlucky also down, another player who qualified for duos, looking for a solo qualification. You have Snood, the second best average Sunday finisher in the entire world, but hasn't managed to get a qualification spot. 2 9th place finishes for him. Will this week be his week? You see Joy shots up towards the top ground, and he gets pressed a bit with the drop down in the alley-oop afterward.
Yep, and here it is. Joy has now found himself 2 layers up and over these opponents here. He has to be very careful. He's looking to see if he can just disconnect this entire build, maybe get some fall damage.
Needs to look up though. There was a rift that went off. This is not completely uncontested, and boom, there it is. He realizes there's the 3 players in the sky, wants to hold this high ground, so he's going to push over towards this other player, and he gets it away from him, except gets the high ground ripped away from him, and Joy immediately looks up and places the trap down.
Yeah, he did manage to pull that off. What is going on here? Click's still in the game. Baldy's still in the game as well. Click's pops the big old rift. He's getting this nice rotation. He sees the mountain up ahead. This is going to work out perfect for him as Joy is probably running low on mats. A lot of builds coming out of him except going up. And Click just lands on the ramp. Doesn't even care. No respect for Joy at all. Puts the double ramp off right there.
Just absolutely took it away from him. Clicks in the top right, Joy in the bottom right. That's the fight that's happening on the high ground. You have 2 separate 1v1s. Clicks versus Joy, except versus phase attacks. And attacks runs him over. Absolutely brilliantly done from him there. After taking out J-Truth, gets that there. So he has uncontested low, but with no mats to his name. So Clicks is just going to rain down on the lobby. Only 2 mats left on Joy, and a singular Shadow Bomb that is there as well. Everything is pointing to Clicks if he can get his way down. Attacks, goes forward onto Joy, and Joy finds it. He gets the siphon, but he's down on the HP lead as Clicks has the high ground, but is starting to run low on mats. Only has 12 left, but that's all it takes. The combat shotgun from nearly 6 tiles up. The hard aim down sights for Clicks. 3 Elims, victory royale, locks it up with the 13 points. There's a reason he's qualified in duos, solos, and he's in first place. Well, right now, well done, Clicks, but the action doesn't stop. Again, 49 players left, nearly half of the lobby in this match, and we're on board here with Raised by King Steens. 25 minutes left.
Yeah, definitely was a crazy game right there for Clicks, but jumping into the next game, 25 minutes left on the queue. This is going to be a close one here for Steens, as he is running out of time on the clock for the final opportunity for anyone, guys, to make it through the Fortnite World Cup final stage. This is it. This is the last moment. So another 50-man, highly congested lobby. Storm 6 is approaching.
And we're going through Tilted. We talk about all of the natural structures and stuff that is already there. It's so incredibly difficult to move back through them. You can see Steens right now trying to pre-break a bunch of those, but there's a player right next to it. Gets the shot first for the 73 and then forces the player to disengage. Dynamite coming over towards this whole structure. Will Steens push forward for it? First edit, second edit. Players right there phasing through the floor and opts to disengage. No shot coming out yet. Oh, he found him. He owns that ramp.
Oh,
that should be free. Yeah.
Oh my, another 124. Guys, the combat has such a tight crosshair. These shots are just barely connecting at full range right there. That's insane. Such a tough shot to make in a close quarter like that. Beautiful flicks right here. Steens is in it to win it right now, and he is now replenished to max materials. Taking a look around the map now. You see, we have class in this game. Nuke's boss. Again, we see more boombo action here. Will we see some elims being picked up? Not as much as we saw before. That little change to the boombo's made a big difference.
Yeah, I know a lot of people kind of scoffed at it at first, like, oh, like 0.25 seconds. That's not a big difference. When you look at small numbers like that in particular, I advise people to think in terms of percentages, right? So yeah, you think, oh, a quarter of a second, that's not that long of a time. But one, a quarter of a second is about the natural reaction speed for a human, and two, that's a 25% increase. So all those like sick full draw flicks you saw before, you don't have the time to do that anymore. Because yes, the extra half second, you're like, oh, what is that? But if it's the reaction time for your average human being, I promise you, the competitive Fortnite player has a much faster reaction time than that. So all of a sudden, they hear any amount of that draw, or you don't get as quick of a release, it's not going to be as effective. Just not to say it's not strong, but it's definitely slightly more significant than people thought at first.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Percentages are huge, and we talked about reaction speeds. Nuke's boss has picked up a three-piece on his rotation and has managed to find the tree! So close, hits the tree as Nut walks right past him. He did do the last bit of damage, so
no, rewarded. Any cheat, we're gonna have to look at that, maybe for teaming, because Nut in the tree, I mean, similar names going through there, the tree holding up there, just make sure, but no, brilliantly done from Nut. Super unfortunate there that the tree happened to be there, but you know, sometimes luck's on your side and sometimes it's not, as we're on board here with Clarity-G. Trying to find an angle, still has his baller as well as two shadow bombs, so a lot of utility coming out, has the heavy sniper as well, and you can see him just trying to find a spot to hang out with the baller so he won't get shot down. This is one thing about these baller rotations. The players try and hang out off the underside of builds so you won't take additional ammo. You still see about 5 of them trying to make their way up the side. Kaizui gets boogie bomb but is going to be okay, and this rotation is nuts and stacked. Everyone trying to go up and over this hill. As you can see, Nistic, Tech, Twizbot, CWV, Nobu BFO, Prodigy Aces, Tendi, 2Chens, all going down to the storm. And Old Man Mountain, he is patient, he is calm, and he will claim his toll. The lobby goes from 30 to 18 in the blink of an eye.
Just over the mountain, a nightmare situation for these players that do not have mobility. And it's crazy because not one friendly launch pad came down, so they all went down. Everyone paid the price there.
It's like you're looking for recycled utility. It's like, who's going to be the one to do it? Hey, but if nobody is recycling, nobody gets to go. And that was what we had talked about. We talked about how this hill can end up for an awkward rotation. And look at what it spawned as the players now have to rotate back through it. TJ on the high ground, 2 players ripped up into the rift. Casker in vain on the low ground. Top 15 remaining right now.
And somehow Clarity still managed to keep the ball with the no health. Literally all it needs is one shot here and it can be taken out, but with all the chaos, all the players, he's managing to just stay in it, just avoid all of these guys, avoid all this problematic.
Largely by doing this, you can see hanging out on the underside of the high grounds builds. He's not going to edit himself and look back down, but right as he does it, gets the build broken. That player isn't going to be looking to knock that ball away. He wants to find Elam's Clarity, looks skyward, hits the heavy sight, but no knocking down there. Kaizui is still in this match. It did just pick up Chief. Vayne also still in the match on the low ground. Kaizui going to drop, opts to catch himself, and then swap right to the combat shotgun. Clarity picking up Kaizui there as he continues to work downward. We're into the top 10 now.
Love it. He is looking to now take down this build here. It's not held up on much. And interesting, he had shadow bombs, but he waterfalled all the way down.
Coming down now.
Someone is coming down. It's his high ground to keep if he can just hold it here.
There's no one there, though. It's fine. Top 5 and high ground now for Clarity all of a sudden. Still has 20 builds and the 2 shadow bombs.
Oh, man. Going back up and over. Futat tries to land on him. Clarity gets shot. Is he going to be able to continue to keep it? Yes, he does. He keeps his high ground and trades a monstrous shot in return. Wraps him right up. Now it's all his once again, and he's replenished on health.
Great double trap there from Clarity onto Futatu right as he pushed in the box. Casker and TJ going at it in the bottom right-hand corner. Casker going to be the beneficiary of that one. And now he's looking, he's not staying with the zone. Using the RPG to drop down Clarity. Clarity has zone position, gets the first shot, and Casker finds it! He got the one shot! Casker, you lord! 5 elims, victory royale. 15 points there, pushing him up to 46. What a finish, my Lord Casker. Courage, that was pretty sick.
It does not get much closer than that. Right down to the final moment. Hits the shot he needs to and wins the game. Folks, I'm back here on the stage with my good friend Dr. Lupo as we've been watching the NA action unfold. Now, Ben, we've also got a ticket to punch, but we'll get to that in a second. First, catch her to speed of what you've been looking out for.
NAE so far putting on an excellent show, and actually
coming up there.
One of the craziest things we've seen thus far up until right now is the standings have been kind of it's a new set of faces.
Yeah, this last week, everyone that's been fighting for those spots has risen through the ranks. It is now in that top 10. The question is, who winds up holding on to those spots, as we are still waiting to see that all unfold. Either way, though, those coveted positions, 6 more left. It's coming down to the wire. This is the last opportunity they have to make it to the Fortnite World Cup.
3,000 players from every region played through on Saturday to make it here, but right now, the top of the top of the top for NA East. Here's your standings. Quick refresh of everything we've seen. Like we just saw, Clicks, multiple games so far today, 3 victory royales, only 7. He still has 3 left. 66 points, and he's already qualified.
Yeah.
So you have to keep in mind too, players like Clarity, Mega, even though all the way down to the bottom, Colorful, those players, if they end up in the top 6 for NA East, all you have to do is just adjust the list of who's going to qualify. So if you freeze it right here, this is one of the craziest things as we head into the final week of solos. Freeze it right here. Every single player on this board would end up qualifying because you have 1st, 4th, and 5th pushes multiple positions down. It's insane. And that's consistency, because then you have Clicks, Clarity, Mega, Colorful, all already in the top 10 right now as it stands right now. But like I said, still have games left to play.
Tough thing is Aspect already at 10 games played, won't be able to up that score anymore. We'll see if they can potentially hold on to their position. We know that that's a look at NA East. I believe we also have an update for Brazil.
The final standings for
final
Brazil.
standings for Brazil.
There it is.
Node qualifies. Techno Viking in that 2nd spot, so close, but not enough in the end. You see the 9Z boys on there as well. Either way, Clipnode, the one qualifier from Brazil, which means we've got a ticket to punch. We've got a ticket to punch.
Jack,
for the World Cup finals. Ben, I know this is something that you've struggled with.
It's going to work. It has to work. At some point, it's going to work. All right,
do it.
So, I've seen everybody else do it. It's just a little corner tap. I think that I've been hitting the middle. I'm going to try the corner, okay? Ready?
All right, go ahead.
Man.
Ben. Let's throw it back to our casters. To the break.
Hey Fortnite fam, Ball2W here to get in the nitty-gritty of competitive Fortnite. The final circles in competitive Fortnite are packed tightly with both action and players, all fighting to get the victory royale. Let's introduce one of the most common techniques used to outlast your opponents in those congested final zones. What is tunneling? Also known as snaking or pathing, this is when you build a protected tunnel while running away from the storm and into the next safe zone. When these safe zones get so small, this becomes very, very important, as there can be opposing players on all sides of you. Here's an example of the most basic tunnel, the straight tunnel. From your base, you simply build straight towards your destination straight ahead of you, with the floor piece below your feet and above your head. This is the most basic and also dangerous version of the tunnel, since you're not covering horizontally. You're exposed from your sides. However, you save materials by doing this. The materials you spend covering your sides quickly add up. Then, if you need to go diagonally to get where you need to go, you'll often see players do the diagonal tunnel. At its most basic, it's very similar. You're just changing directions as you go, once left, once right. This is very useful since sometimes you'll encounter enemies that you want to get away from on the road to the Victory Royale, or the next safe zone is in a diagonal direction. So just change directions and move, but make sure to stay safe from the storm. Now we talked about how you're exposed from your sides. In both versions, you can add walls to either side, or both left and right, or even in front as well. This gets really hard really fast, and this is why it's so impressive that not only are these high-level players tunneling so fast and without error, but at the same time going for crazy plays on unsuspecting opponents to rack up elimination points as well as placement points. It's a lot to take in, and oftentimes they do things so fast that you can't even keep up. Watching players like Cease, Bizzle, Mongrel, Benji Fishy, and all the players playing in the Fortnite World Cup Online Open play from their tunnels can be jaw-dropping. So there you have it. Tunneling, one of the most important skills in competitive Fortnite. It's pretty simple at its core, but at the high pace of these congested endgames, it gets complicated. That means you need to practice, and make sure to hop in creative mode and do just that. You can practice it in the open on your own island, or use one of the many amazing pre-built training courses that creators have made. This was Alfiehorton-yt, and we'll see you in game.
Actually qualified. It's actually such a relief, such a big achievement, and something I've been working for almost a year now. It feels really good.
I think it's one of my biggest accomplishments. It's just a massive, massive pool of people.
You need to be so incredibly proud of your son being one of the best, one of the best solo Fortnite players in the world.
It's still hitting me like slowly.
I was literally just laughing. Like, I was laughing so much.
Wow, I won $50,000 guaranteed, and I'm going to New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 50,000.
Oh, there you go.
As a kid, this is
the game I can compete in, and I think that's why I have so much fun in it.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness! What a play!
I'm incredibly grateful for Fortnite for like giving me the opportunity to just pursue gaming, and how many friends I've made through this game.
Thank you for everyone who believed in me, because I honestly didn't really believe in myself.
It's gonna be so fun. I love it.
It's awesome. Thanks, Fortnite.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between. My name is Sundown, and you're watching the Fortnite World Cup Online Open week number 9. Yes, week 9 already, which means it is the final week of the solos competition. We have already seen Europe, Oceania, Asia, and now Brazil wrap up. We're going to get into the final moments of NA East, and I'm going to need some amazing casters to bring us to the conclusion. It's going to be Dr. Lupo and Zika Prime. Gentlemen, take us away.
You'd think after long enough, walking out from the same section would lose its pizzazz, but it's true, it's not the case. Still feels good every time. Zeke, welcome. We get to finish NA East, dude. It's the craziest region in terms of big names.
Sure. I'm still just baffled that the Sundown called me an amazing caster. I mean, with an accolade like that, what else do I need? Let's hop into these games as amazing casters would. Here we go, though. Like you said, man, this is the tail end of NA East. And again, Fortnite fam, if this is your first time tuning in, maybe, you know, you've been with us in and out. Guys, this is it. The final week of solo competition. 9 minutes, almost 10 here left on the clock for these players to queue up. This is it, Lupo. This is literally these players' last opportunity to qualify and punch their ticket to the finals. Now, don't forget, we have 1 week left that has been moved. All right, and that will be the final duo week. But right now, it's all about solos.
Remember, too, with that adjustment in scheduling comes a doubling of prize. $2 million on the line this week and the following week, that final week, the 20th and the 21st, in case you're checking your calendars. Appreciate Epic making a solid call there. You don't want to schedule multiple cool events simultaneously. Make sure everybody can watch and play, etc. Top of your screen there, and then we've seen multiple times climbing the leaderboard. Hogman squeaking outside that box on the left side. Meanwhile, Phenom here in front of you, pushing forward. On up 28 points right now. 2 eliminations, halfway full on materials, and the all-powerful tactical shotgun in the inventory. That's at this point, that's a joke in comparison. Honestly, so many people, especially in competitive, favor the combat shotgun because its ability to hit at range favors accuracy, and the ability to ADS, aim down sights, for those that are not aware of what the acronym stands for, do just a little bit extra damage as everything kind of, accuracy is increased, everything's pushed together, the spread is not as severe. Shots from the outside here, a quick little tap. Lauden goes down. Phenom picking up a 3rd elimination.
That was a great ramp, there to mount a little bit of a defense. You know, he saw the player, he eliminated the player, someone else saw him eliminate the player. I was trying to find a better way of saying that, but I was like, let's just go for it. And then,
I respect the attempt.
You know, I appreciate it. Got to try sometime. You know what's crazy? I think this is the first time we're seeing Sunny Steps today as one of these final ending zones. Now, don't forget, guys, top 25 is that placement threshold. 15, 5 is the victory out, or all the additional ones as well. And every elimination is a point. So, Dr. Lupo, you know, these guys, we can't stress this enough. Like I said earlier, this is the final few moments. Everything they do is going to affect the standings, right? If they eliminate a player, if they get eliminated, maybe they make a bad call or a bad trade, it's going to directly impact the standings.
On top of that, you can see big shifts in placement. Might come down to the point where some player may or may not qualify because of a single mistake. 1v1 that's lost, that kind of situation. Red Sprite on the outside. Graska finding 2 eliminations. The second to follow through is on Tilt. Pushing up the ramp here. We're in the top 25 now. Placement points going out for everybody. 41 points. Enough to put Graska closer to the top 10. Love to see that. Campfire down to probably the only time that might be this safe. Even then, not very safe. It's multiple players. Applying pressure, shots squeaking through the walls. Graska's forced to turbo build. Try and save himself and a chance to heal up on that. Campfire, he saw High Sky rotating next to Graska. Making it out just barely by a hair. 52 HP is enough for a combat shot out of midair to cause Graska to have to go back to the lobby. 52 builds left in both mini spots. 102 HP, just kidding. 152, maybe 200 in a second here. We'll see. Graska trying to find another elim. Quick edit back down into his own build. Pushing forward in the outside rotation in front of his opponent's box. Owning as many of the surfaces as possible. Really, really solid heads-up play there. Phenom out by the storm because of damage dealt just moments ago. Top 15, top 13 now as Graska picks up more placement points and the eliminations from the previous opponents.
Now, don't forget, Dofi is up above him. Down below is Shaz. And look here on the lowest ground, players being eliminated. High Sky there as well. And look at the rift, just sending players into the sky. So now Graska's not on the highest ground tarp, so he's got to make a decision. You know, the guy on the top, Dofi, is going to be looking up because anyone could try and potentially contest high ground. So now he's probably going to turn his attention down below. He could go for the contest and try to, like, overtake high ground. But right now, man, again, like, when every single interaction matters, it's better to just wait it out. Try and get those placement points 100%. First, and then go for elims, right?
Seeing a slightly lower average score right now. Everybody in here, Statsy goes down. All right. Ogre on the outside. Push there from Graska. E11 feeling real good about their recruitment right now. We've said that about Ghost, FaZe, and a number of other teams in the past, but right now, Graska definitely putting on a good show. E11 doing an excellent job, feeling good about all their players.
Oh, look at that. Up on the high ground, Graska goes for the contest. and he overtakes, man, words are what's going on with me today. Overtakes Dopey up on the high ground, and look at this dude. He's dropped into critical HP. He's just got to bail on the entire situation. It's like, Graska, my bad, man. I didn't know it was your high ground.
Sorry about that. Good to go now.
Almost here. Top 5, Lupo getting close.
80 damage there. Graska looking to follow through. Pick up an elimination. Going to double layer above. You want to keep ownership of as many surfaces above as players are rotating. Look at that shot. That's exactly why. Takes ownership of the ceiling. Quick edit. Shaz goes down. 4 players remaining. 8 elims right now for Graska. Big game. Victory Royale or not. We'll see here in a second. Dopey on the ultimate low ground. 30 HP, it looks like. Trick and Nyko King fighting it out. The same tarp, the same box. Nyko King drops out just before getting the elim and actually goes down himself. Trick going down to Graska. It's a 1v1 with Dopey with no builds, 29 HP. Here we go. The shots from above. Constant pressure is all it's going to take, as this is Graska's game to win. Imagine a loss right now. Yeah, right. It couldn't be me. And Graska takes it home.
Very well executed for him. Just identifying, you know, when to go for the high ground retake. Obviously, you want high ground heading into these later circles, but, like, you got to know when to do it. Because if you just go aggressive and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to challenge this guy, often at times it's met with a combat shotgun to the face.
Timing is everything. Timing is absolutely everything. If you, like you said, if you have a player that pushes up at the wrong time, maybe that player that has the ultimate high ground is already aware of everything that's going on. Could literally have a bead on you from above. Maybe you flint knock up, maybe you redeploy, anything. You're putting yourself in a shot, in a position that basically says, please shoot me out of the air. Have this elimination. Excellent gameplay there. By the way, if you are on NA East, we are in the last 3.5 minutes of queue time. Get the games in, or that's a big misstep. Why would you not? Just do it.
I mean, especially if you have extra games, just hop in and go for those elimination games or throwaway games, as sometimes we're
If it's your last one, though, definitely play it all the way out for placement.
Yeah.
So important.
Absolutely.
To pick up extra points there. See the mark for the circle. I mentioned that earlier. Very kind of cool that we can see that from this view. Karu from the Twitter gang, or I'm not sure.
I think that just means he's Karu on Twitter.
I just love all the different prefixes and stuff people put in their names. The smiley faces at the end. Is goated, spams L2.
I will not lose.
Love it. Love
a billion of them. Picks up air cool there in the crossfire. Now he knows someone else is close. Lux here as well going to get picked up, and someone's going to send Stinks RPGs the likes over Karu's way. But look at all this free loot. I believe that is a chug jug as well. I mean, I feel like if you're going to go ahead and dedicate the 10 seconds for the Meg, just take the extra 5.
Chug. Why are you not using the chug?
Listen,
why are you not using the chug, bro?
It's, you know, maybe he's just feeling a little bit of pressure here from things around him. Remember, we have more, I guess, like, insight on this just because we could see more. We have more information than Karu does in this game, so...
I feel like he's got to have the audio cues to know that no one is around him, or at least no one's going to pressure. The only thought could be, is there someone maybe 1-2 layers up with a heavy snipe, someone that could drop into this box and apply pressure when I'm not really expecting it, but he was already at such high HP and shield. Look, he's even standing still right now. This is, just so you know at home, look at that. That wasn't even a spectate issue. That was literally, he sat there and did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you might as well have just taken the chug. And just leave it behind. You know, listen, it's okay.
Leaving it behind now makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a chance to use that, but not using the chug in that moment feels like a misplay. It's all right, though. Hopefully,
very well
figure this out.
Could come back to bite him, but look, if he gets a siphon, he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know? That might be what he's banking on. It's like, look, let's just go for the siphon.
He knows. He read the script, right? He knows that this is about to be an elim for him. Joke, by the way, internet, Reddit, please. There's no actual script. Kidding. 30 players left. We'll get a top 25 soon. Crew just rotating around inside this baller. Not putting too much pressure on anybody. You don't want to make yourself a target and make anybody frustrated. You break their builds, that kind of thing. You know they're going to lash back. Calebur in the feed, pick it up. Elam on Tandy. Players in the ultimate high ground stills. Caru's rotating this ball. He's not the only one, though, as you see a swarm of ballers in front.
Right here on the edge of top 25, and this is what we're going to see, right? Everyone's slowing down their game. Justin, unfortunately, going to be edged out right there at the end. And this is probably when you wanted to, this is the least optimal time to be eliminated, right? Right on the edge of top 25.
Because it's heartbreaking, because you wasted 20 minutes getting to top 26, and then you get popped. Whoever you see in the feed next, oh, there it is. I believe it was Swifty Slides goes down. Very sad.
Yeah, if you jump into a game and you're eliminated like 86, maybe pick one elim or two, you're like, you know what? no big
Not
deal.
bad.
I hopped in.
Good use of time.
Yeah, but if you hop in like that and you get eliminated, it's rough.
Right now, not the best. I guess the last game, too, not a huge deal because you know that, oh, God, we're going to get another one in. But this is a lot of players. Styles on Gek all the way to the bottom of your screen, falling outside of the zone, probably going to go down 2 storm damage on your screen. Were the point schemes, how to get points, placement, and eliminations, very important. Percently, 0 elims, 101 builds, 17 left, looking all the way up top, shooting his way back up. Player inside, a lot of baller play in here. You got to remember too, I feel like if you mess with one baller, you're going to get the whole swarm, so you got to be careful because there's going to be a lot of people flying around you. Gal all the way to the top. Zakep, NA East out of time for queuing. Bugabot dropping in as well. Sebi goes down. Animal pick up that elimination.
You know, I feel like at this point, because there's so many ballers rolling around, like you just gotta crack them. Yeah, there goes one.
Speaking of, Animal forced out of the ball, are gonna have to build up and tarp out at the level here, which is kind of tough because there's nothing else connecting what he's built in on, unless somebody connected from above, which they may have. We'll see here. Good chance to farm up a little bit of tree. Some wood there. He's only at 331. Might as well pick up as much as he can. Move forward and build out towards the front of the safe zone, boxing up and looking back inside for an opportunity to take shots. Awareness here extremely important. As a player in a potential top 10 on the board situation, you want to look for every chance you have to pick up even just 1 elim. Even a tag on a player that may go down to the storm, because that will count as a point too. You have that 60-second window. Recent patch changes, changing the way that players are playing. Shots through the window, big hit there, finds Briggs, an elimination. 8 remaining. That's the second one for Animal.
He finds himself a combat as well. Now, he did not pick it up. I don't think he realized. Unfortunately, he's going to be caught off guard there a little. Unfortunately, when you happen to, in those situations, you're trying to rapidly pick up loot, you're just going to drop a few things that you don't mean to, and that's kind of what we saw, unfortunately. But look at all the spread of people here, Lupo. Everyone's, like, Percently's basically in the stratosphere right now. Just now deciding, let me rejoin everyone down below, playing Fortnite. Mooncakes gets picked up in the crossfire. Now it's only top 5.
Let me join everyone playing Fortnite down below. I'm playing a different game up in the sky. Percently and Jen now on the ultimate high. Tendons in the mid, and one player, I believe, floating in right now. It's Crazy Ken dropping in. If Percently doesn't look up very soon, it's going to be scary immediately. Nope, Crazy Ken going to go down to the storm. Tendons in the ultimate low. Percently has the HP advantage, and it does pay off big as the storm takes Tendons out. And that's a victory royale, a 1 elimination victory royale. 11 points is still big.
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because like in games like that where you have the 1 elimination and the 10 points from the victory royale, it's kind of like, you know, you could have gone for more, but it's 11 points.
11. Yeah. Look at it this way: 1 elimination and 26th. That's 1. 1 elimination and a win. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Still got the victory royale. It all adds up. Meanwhile, Symphony, a name we've seen maybe once or twice. Wink. Very well-known player here. 40 remaining. Good to see everybody making an opportunity to sneak their way out onto the main stage here in NA East. If you're just tuning in, we're coming up towards the end of these NA East games. The last week for solo qualifiers, week 9 here. It's been 5 of them total. So if players do not qualify solo today, they do not qualify solo at all for New York City.
That's right, man. Only 1 week of duo competition as well. It's crazy that
it's the last minute. That's why I think these are the highest tension games, and that's why I think players are putting on an excellent performance. Shots here, the infantry rifle. Oh my gosh! Nylon
is bad aim.
Beamed out of midair. Symphony showing that he does have the good aim. That good that you want.
You know, man, this is such a great point, though, in that, like, because this is coming down to the final few games, right? This final 10, either 10 games or 3-hour window to play in, you're just going to see people play very different, right? Like, maybe someone's more aggressive, but you're trying to say, look, I need to play for placements. I got to at least hit top 25. Then I go for eliminations, right, to maximize my time. Maybe someone plays very, very defensively. So much so that we saw, like, last game, they only got the 1 elim, but still the 11 points, it's huge.
Yep.
But if you only get 1 elimination, you're eliminated, like, top 25, it's only 4 points, and that's where, again, we talk a lot about, you know, time management, game management, knowing when to be aggressive, when not. it all comes into play.
You have to realize, too, I've seen a little bit of this on Twitter from a number of different personalities in the Fortnite community. People are talking about how once the 20th and the 21st goes by, once the 10th week of competition is done, we have a month of decompression. If you have to realize that 2.5 months straight of people literally non-stop grinding, non-stop practicing, scrimmage games left and right all day, that's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of stress on a lot of these players, and so a good decompression period, I honestly look forward to it for a lot of the people that are out here. People that will not qualify can look forward to what's next from Epic. Bond down midair. But there is a lot of stress right now because you're down the last 2 weeks, so people I think are a little more punishing in their own gameplay, a little less forgiving on mistakes they make themselves. So once this is done, you get a good reset period for people that have qualified, a good, like a mental break, just for a little bit. But then you gotta stay serious after that, get back into it, because New York City is just around the corner. Coming up in the late July, it's gonna be a big time for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy, you know, to be eliminated and maybe not qualify or what have you, and get very down on yourself and down on your skills. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, these players are top 3,000 in their region. They are here for a reason. All their hard work, things like this. That Bizzle of all people, right there on the edge of top 25 as well. You hate to see it, but, you know, man, at the end of the day, you just got to remember that you're here for a reason. You're an incredible player, and there's always going to be more opportunities in the future.
Thanks, Zeke. I knew I was incredible, but hearing it from you helps quite a bit. Your placement positions right there in the top right of your screen. Oceania, Asia, Brazil, 1 apiece. 8 for Europe, 6 for NA East, 2 for NA West. And if you're a real gamer out there, you're putting something big out, you want to see a cool clip, anything like that, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Tag us on Twitter, Zeke specifically.
Oh man, I love when people post things. I love interacting with the community. It's a lot of fun. What?
There's good people out there.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Just like the Sneaky Bro art, they sent us the artwork as well. I mean,
the Fortnite.
The Fortnite. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, inside this box, doing non-stop work. Guys takes Dr. Football out, pushing up, pouring in the ultimate high ground, looking down from above. Wipa. No shield and trying to rotate forward. Vivid from Liquid, another player we've kept our eyes on previously. I actually caught a clip of Vivid flying off the map earlier in a quad. You got to be real careful with those, bud. You got to be real careful with those. 15 players left. Placement points out for everybody involved. Kez still inside this box. Down to 28 shield tags from the back. Gonna have to wall off and protect himself. Drop in there. The baller causing a bit of a ruckus. Shot from the side. Symphony catches him inside a box. Campfire goes unused. Symphony 10 bandages for a late game heal off if needed. I guess pick it up. Jason on Tyler's in the feed. 12 players remaining. And if you're at home wondering why we try and commentate a majority of what you see on your screen in relevant times like this, because there are players that, spectators that won't be able to watch the stream, people that are potentially blind that enjoy listening to Fortnite. Just keep that in mind when we're talking about everything that happens here. 9 players, 8 players left. This is Lucky from Tempo, already qualified, but does go down to Thwipo. 8 players left now. Symphony building up at a shot from above. Gotta watch out for those layers. A quick double edit, a reset, and a build. Overtakes ultimate high ground. Quick shot in the sky, can't do it. Dropping it back on in. The re-challenge for ultimate high ground. Shots on the outside. Symphony down to 19 HP. He's gonna have to branch out, defend up, and watch the storm. 2 ticks of the storm is gonna spell the end for him. Chance from the ultimate high ground. He's got it all by himself now. 4 GG in the mid ground. Hornet, Thwipo goes down. Hornet, Dave on in the ultimate low. 4 players left, and they're all on your screen on the left side. Symphony, no builds remaining. Has the 10 bandages. Won't have a chance to tick them. Here we go, 9 HP. You had to take
no
one
build.
Oh! Trying to find it. Hornet, 1v1. Hornet, Dave on the outside. A build off the last second. 52 builds remaining. Can't quite see how much his opponent has. 1 minute and excellent timing in the pop there, but this wall.
Oh no!
Gonna peel
oh
the wall.
No! You gotta go for the fight. You have to go for the fight. It's gonna be over.
Push forward. He made it back in. He actually